Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability. You need farm coverage or crop insurance. The Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Reap Go Harvest rewards from Firestone when you buy 2 or more Firestone Ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $25 off on eligible Destination Farm and Destination Turf radial tires, $100 off on eligible radial tires, and $200 off on eligible AD2 radial tires. Plus, for every tire purchased, we'll donate $5 to the National FFA organization. Your Firestone dealer is Blair Tire and Feed, corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair. This offer good now through October 31st, 2019.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radiocasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Hey fans, are you going to be in the stands? This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we can't hide our Tiger pride. Whether it's the gridiron or the basketball court, we support our Tigers and Lady Tigers. So bring your best orange and black and we'll see you at the game. Stockman's Bank is Tiger proud.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, go Tigers.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burke provide a comprehensive full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Reap Go Harvest rewards from Firestone when you buy 2 or more Firestone Ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $25 off on eligible Destination Farm and Destination Turf radial tires, $100 off on eligible radial tires, and $200 off on eligible AD2 radial tires. Plus, for every tire purchased, we'll donate $5 to the National FFA organization. Your Firestone dealer is Blair Tire and Feed, corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair. This offer good now through October 31st, 2019.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Hey fans, are you going to be in the stands? This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we can't hide our Tiger pride. Whether it's the gridiron or the basketball court, we support our Tigers and Lady Tigers. So bring your best orange and black and we'll see you at the game. Stockman's Bank is Tiger proud.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Classic Hits 97.7. It's your old buddy Michael in the morning. And Justin O'Neill back in the broadcast booth. Week number 2 for him. Week number 6 of the high school football season as we get ready for Mangum and Hobart, which should be a dandy matchup on a pink out night here. Week number 6 in Hobart. Bearcats come in 3-1 on the season, 1-0 inside district play. Mangum is 5-0, 1-0 inside the district. And you had a chance to see the Tigers last week for the first time. Looked pretty impressive against the Frederick Bombers.
Well, that's the word, Michael. They were awfully impressive against Frederick, and I was expecting that to be a close football game, but Mangum impressed me. A lot of weapons on offense, and they had answers for that pretty difficult rushing game that Frederick brought to the table. So it'll be interesting to see what the Bearcats can do with the Tigers tonight.
All right, let's go to the Facebook page already. Bob and Jan Travis say go Tigers. There'll be a lot of people tonight watching and listening because of the cool conditions. In fact, they're not cool conditions. They're flat-out cold conditions.
Flat-out cold. How about a hard freeze tonight, Michael?
Oh, I know. Crazy.
Yeah.
Angie Williams-Young says, go Tigers. Number 55, Christine Kendall Shandy, go Mangum. Leanne Dickey, hey, how about that? Do the work, Tigers. Dana Went checking it out, go Tigers. Pat Schwab-Govitz, go Tigers. And then, of course, I said something about, hey, babysitters, here we go. Justin O'Neill, Michael in the morning, sports the way it should be. So you've got a lot to live up to, my friend.
Oh, my.
Uh-huh. And then also David and Sarah Delahunty. Go Tigers. Already 23 folks tuning in on the World Wide Web as we get ready for this one. The only thing we can't track is how many people are on the radio. There's no way to do that. So,
who knows these days, huh?
It's kind of crazy there. So, let's talk a little bit about the weather. Now, last week it was, 85, 86 degrees. We were in the broadcast booth with shorts and T-shirts. This week, bundle up. But if you're a football player, my goodness, it doesn't get a whole lot better than this.
This is about as good as it gets. You put the nail on the head right there. For broadcasters, last week was ideal, but these boys, even the band, looking at the Hobart band come out, they look pretty comfy in their full dressed out with their pink pompadours, huh?
Well, I mean, here we are, the 11th day of October, and these guys started practicing back in August when it was brutally hot. September was an incredibly hot month. In fact, I think some guy, Michael in the morning, had it the 4th warmest month on record. And early October was that way, and then suddenly the bottom drops out. And as you mentioned, here we are, and it's 42, 43 degrees as we get ready for kickoff. Michael in the morning and my good friend Justin O'Neill. We've got Hobart and Mangum coming up. We invite you to stick and stay. This is Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, go Tigers.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger Proud.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Well, one of the conversations that Justin and I had on our way from Altus to Hobart tonight, talking about cell phones and smartphones and social media and always being on it. And let's face it, it's the way of the world, as we've got to say hi to Brenda Dreyer. She says, let's go Tigers. Teresa Williams, good luck, Mangum Tigers. Michelle shared the stream. That's Michelle Keelan-Gellner, who is watching. Dana Went is watching as well. And we're up to 35 already. I'm telling you, it's going to be a big night for folks staying at home and watching the broadcast and also listening to the broadcast. So we certainly do look forward to it, and we appreciate you as well. So week number 2
of the district playoffs, and certainly not to slight anybody else, but you look down the road, and Mangum next week will play at Hinton. They have struggled. Then the following week they take on Merritt, not won a game all year long. They'll return to the friendly confines of the Liberty Bowl to close out the regular season at home on the first day of November, as they will do battle with Sayre, who is struggling mightily, and then they finish out with Cordell. So if you look at this ball game, this could be the district championship right now, right here. And I know coaches are going to go, oh, don't say that. It's week 6. Got a lot of season left. But being honest, I mean, you win this ball game tonight, you've got the inside track.
I agree with you 100%. You know, the boys on the field don't need to hear that, but in the broadcast booth, that's pretty confident saying right now, looking at this game. And you got to know both sides are aware of that. So they're going to be playing for keeps for sure tonight.
Well, and, you know, you look at it, and the other side of that, too, is Hobart still has to play Frederick before the season comes to an end. So, right. You know, they've got that difficult test. And again, Coach would tell you, oh, but don't be saying that, you know. And Coach Sam Powers, high-energy guy. This week, it's worth noting, Mangum ranked in the top 10 in the Class A rankings, first time all season long. That's something that the kids love. They love seeing it, moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas. But I promise, Coach all week long said, we don't care about that ranking. We want to be playing in week number 15, playing for state championship. It doesn't mean a whole lot in week 6 if you're ranked number 10.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Every single down, every single matchup is what matters. And that's what impressed me the most about this Tiger squad last week is every down they were engaged. You know, we use the word pursuit a lot on defense. They were, you know, even whenever they were up several touchdowns, you know, play after play after play, they were right on it. And I expect to see more of that tonight from these boys.
All right, well, as we mentioned, Mangum undefeated 5-0, 3-1 inside district, or 1-0 inside district play. Hobart is 3-1 and 1-0 inside the district. Now, keep in mind, they had the week off last week. So Coach Colt Allison has had an extra week to get his kids ready for tonight's ball game. And it sometimes can be a double-edged sword. Too much time on my hands. Thank you, Sticks. You might hear that with Michael at the morning, Monday through Friday morning, 6 to 9. Classic Hits 97.7. Free plug number 1, by the way, if you're scoring along at home. Katie, Bowen, Kearney. But a little bit too much time on their hands, or the extra time to prepare. Find a way to slow down this high-powered Mangum offense.
And that's the word, high-powered. There's a lot of options that the Bearcats are going to have to find a way to stop this Mangum offense. Last week, I just will keep going on and on about it. Frederick surprised me; they didn't have answers for it. But you know what? When you got that many options, it's hard to slow down a ball club like this Mangum Tiger offense.
Well, I think you bring up a great point. The different options that are available there for Coach Sam Powers. I mean, you're right. You can go up top to this guy, to that guy, run the ball on the ground, have a little bit of a power game, got some speed to the outside. So, yeah, they are difficult to defense. Sue Thompson wanted us to know she's watching. Raymond Panetta is saying go Tigers as well. And in fact, we look across the way. The Mangum captains have made their way out of the locker room. Sawyer Webb is across the way. Dalen Stacy, Leighton Ketchum, Colton Laughlin, along with a couple of the big uglies up front, Payson Jenkins and also J.T. Schrum. Now, you can't send all of them out there. You can send, I think, 3. It'll be interesting to see out of that group who actually gets to go to midfield for the coin toss. Meantime, the Bearcat captains making their way towards midfield. And first out of the gate there is Chandro Stafford. Stafford, 5'6", 160. He can absolutely fly, I am told. Chad Norman, he is a senior, 5'11", 160. He's one of the captains. Also, Caden Shoffley, 6'2", 190, and a tight end. And, boy, speaking of big kids, how about Marco Posis? He is 6'1", 275, and he fills out that uniform big time and makes Matthew Molina, who is standing next to him momentarily, made him look like a tiny tot. Now he goes and stands next to Jandro, and Jandro, as we mentioned, at 6'2", or
5'6",
or 5'6", yeah, up next to the guy that goes 6'1" and 275, yeah. I would think that at some point he will probably get in behind the big fella and try to hide out from that defense. So it'll be Laughlin along with Webb and let's see who else went out there from Mangum. It looks like it was Leighton Ketchum, wasn't it? And one of the big uns up front. That one, of course, would be J.T. Schrum. So the coin toss here, Mangum in their home white uniform or road white uniforms with the black numerals and the orange trim. Hobart in their home blue with the white numerals and the gold trim. It is a pink out night here as the month of October is Pink Out throughout the state of Oklahoma. They do a great job raising awareness for cancer and also raising money for cancer research. So, neat deal there. The umpire going through the official explanation of everything. Interesting to note, the next 2 weeks for Mangum, not only will we be on the road, but also it'll be Thursday night affairs. Next Thursday night.
I haven't seen that yet. Thursday night affairs.
Yeah,
right?
next week is a fall break. And then and I can only guess maybe Merritt has a different fall break schedule, or sometimes there are difficulty scheduling officials. And, maybe they – but anyhow, that is scheduled for the 24th. So it'll be interesting to see back-to-back Thursday nights for these Tigers. Hobart wins the toss. They have deferred. And Mangum will receive on the right end of your listening and or viewing device here in this first half of play. We invite you to stick and stay. First half is coming up. Quarter number 1 coming up. We're back to Bearcat Stadium after this. It's Mangum and Hobart. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Well, the smoke, you'll see it momentarily, black and orange, coming from the north to the south on your screen, as they will have that as a well, we got explosions on the other end. So we got smoke and explosions. Wow. Hobart with the explosions, and they're still going off. Cannon fire, apparently, or muskets they've left over from the Civil War. But and then we got the black and the orange smoke across the way. By the way, I want to say hi to Michael Baker. He says, beat Hobart tonight. David L. Gordon, go Mangum Tigers. Elaine Mills-Smith, let's go Tigers. Paula Lil Powers, go Tigers. Has shared this stream. Brett Dreyer is watching. Oh, my goodness. I'm jealous. Brett Dreyer is watching from Tijuana, Mexico.
No, he's not. Oh,
yeah. Thanks for rubbing it in on a 40-degree night here in Southwest Oklahoma, Brett. We appreciate that. Karina Norris Vyers, I hope I'm saying that right, Karina. She says, let's go Tigers. Yeah, Tijuana. How about them apples, Bob?
Pretty good humble brag there, Michael.
Yeah, that's not bad there. So it'll be Hobart kicking off the football once the smoke clears and the band clears the field as we get ready for this one. By the way, worth noting, coming up at halftime tonight, we won't have to scramble for things to talk about. Nathan Pennypacker, who is the new basketball coach at Mangum, will be joining us at halftime, and he's going to bring a couple of his players with him as well.
Yeah, it sounds like they're loaded and ready to go. From what I hear, Coach Pennypacker has got lots of great things to say about the season coming up, and I know those boys are going to be excited to talk about the upcoming basketball season.
Well, Coach Pennypacker is excited too, and I got tickled. He called me the other day, and I was in between visits and kids and driving from here, there, and everywhere, and he goes, man, you're a busy man. I hate to bother you. And I'm like, no, please, take me away from the child welfare job for just a little while. I need that trip to Tijuana. So set to kick it off for Hobart will be Jandro Stafford. Stafford, right-footed kicker, puts a toe in it. End-over-end kick here on the near side. Falls into no man's land. Picked up by the up-back. That's Webb. Breaks a tackle, 40, 45, and pushed out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him out. Maybe the 46 or 47. And they do say the 47-yard line of, 48-yard line of Hobart. So a nice return down the near sideline there for Fisher Webb. Great field position for Mangum to begin the ball game. A couple of weeks ago against Northeast, they had similar field position, went up top for the home run ball on first down. Let's see if Coach Powers does the same thing here. Nope, they'll hand it off to Bernard Bailey. Bailey tries to scoot inside and gets clobbered at about the 46-yard line. In on the stop is Rhett Duff. Duff is a sophomore, 6'3", 225, and he is as big as a building. That is a good-looking athlete out there, Rhett Duff.
You're not going through that hole, are you?
No. Next to him is Marcos Posas. We already talked about him. Posas, 6'1", 275. Back to Bailey. No, fake the handoff. Pass caught. Williams. Great catch by Bryston near the first down marker. I love the sleight of hand there. I thought it is a running play to Bailey, but they pull the ball out.
And sold the cameraman, too, Michael. I got to apologize. I was a little late on that catch. First down it is.
First down at the 37-yard line. That was a great sleight of hand right there. I'm looking at Bailey carrying the football, but instead Colton with a fastball over the middle, caught by Williams for the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 now from the pistol formation. 11-10 left here in the first quarter of play. They'll send Webb in motion, and Colton going to keep it himself. Has some room here on the left side. Gets hit at about the 34-yard line, knifing in to make the play, Cole Moore. That'll be a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. 10:50 left here in quarter number 1. In the slot, Leighton Ketchum. They like to go to him on the inside handoff. Rolling out is Colton, going to go deep, corner of the end zone, pass, caught by Staley, and that is a touchdown. Dalen Stacy with the catch from 34, and just like that, Mangum on top, 6-0 with 10:36 left in quarter number 1.
And what a way to set up that pass play. You get one-on-one coverage in the end zone, couple good running plays, and that's what we're talking about. So many options these Tigers have. Opens up big plays like that.
And Colton Laughlin with a beautiful. Now they're waving it off. They said he wasn't. He signaled touchdown, and now they're saying no touchdown. You're kidding me? Yeah, they said touchdown. So it's a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. How about that? Webb in motion. Laughlin going to roll here on the near side, looking. Now comes back the opposite way, fires into the end zone, pass caught, touchdown, Bryston Williams.
And just a mere formality, I guess, Michael, but I'm with you. I was surprised that they called that back.
Yeah, he initially called touchdown. Then they decided it's out at the 2-yard line. So Colton and Bryson say, all right, let's run around a little bit, play some Sandlot football, and then I'll cut here at the doghouse. Throw me the ball. It's a touchdown. There you go. Wow. We have to go back, and our good friend Bill Coffin, who does the PA work here, with or without a microphone, he said it was a touchdown as well, and he's over there mimicking the official who raised his hands there on the near side.
Maybe you say, give me the ball.
Well, this is goofy. Well, and everybody is confused. So it was a touchdown. That was a two-point conversion. Well, they did give him a touchdown, and then the play that we saw there was a 2-point.
The clock was running.
I'm like Bill Coffin. The white hat is telling us to run the clock up in the press box. That is crazy. They've not posted the 2 points on the scoreboard, but they will. It is an 8-0 ball game. So let us recount that for you. The pass was a touchdown to Dalen Stacy. Then what we thought was a 1st and goal from the 2 actually was a 2-point conversion that Mangum converted, and it's an 8-0 ball game. And the officials a little auspicious to begin the ball game. The cold apparently is getting to them.
Well,
wow.
It is October, Michael, and you see almost a full moon, so who knows?
Well, I know, and
that
is a little bit scary if you work in the child welfare industry. A full moon, middle of the month of October. Egad. By the way, our first quarter being brought to us by Mangum Golden Age Apartments. Good to have them. So here's the kickoff by Warner. Jackson's kick short, fumbled, and picked up finally at the 30-yard line by Garrett Dye. Dye weaving his way through traffic across the 40, out to about the 45-yard line. And a nice job by Dye that time to make something out of nothing. Payson Jenkins in on the stop for the Tigers. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats, and they will have it at the 45-yard line, their own 45. Now, that one had disaster written all over it, but give credit, staying with it, and able to make the play. 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats.
Well, what's our scouting report for this Bearcat offense?
They like to throw it around the field, no doubt about it. By the way, Brett Dreyer wanted us to know it's 75 in Tijuana. Thanks, Brett. Your wife is watching, Mandy O'Neill. Inside handoff here. Great defense up front. Oh, what a defensive play there. But the big fella, Corbin McGill, said not so fast, my friend. Grabbed Garrett, dive, did a little do-si-do, and slung him to the ground. No gain on the play, maybe a loss of a half yard. We'll give him a full yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
And some quick strike defense by getting in our penetration on, recognized that pass play and said, no, sir, we're going to get you down.
Jill Travis Nippert checking out the broadcast as well. Hello, Jill. Quarterback keeper here by Moore. Cole with some move on the left side across the 50, down to about the 45-yard line. Cole Moore, a marvelous athlete. And he'll pick up the first down inside the 45 down to the 44. 1st and 10 now for Hobart. You ask about a scouting report, Cole Moore. I mean, he's a point guard of the basketball team, plays on the baseball team, pitches, shortstop, does it all, and is QB1 here for the football team.
An impressive play right there to get that first down.
Yeah, good job by the lineman up front as well from Hobart to make a big hole for Moore there on that left side after that first down play when they got stoned at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Moore fakes the toss sweep, little pass out in the flat, caught, and great defensive coverage there by Colton Laughlin as he stayed right with Garrett Dye and maybe lost half a yard on the play. Laughlin reading that one nicely. It'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 10. No gain on the play. That was one of those passes, Justin, that kind of hung in the air a long time, and Laughlin, if he has an extra step, may pick that one off.
I'm with you. Just a little bit of extra air under that would have definitely looked a little different.
9:08 left in the first, 8-0 ball game. Moore, late pitch. Good pursuit by Mangum. Good job of running hard inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. It's Cade Lyons on the carry. Big hit by Corbin McGill. Boy, McGill has put a couple of tattoos on people here this evening early on.
He put on some fancy footwork. He's getting around really well tonight.
Stetson Ryan making the play as well. Somewhere there's a joke in there about the Mad Hatter. 3rd down and 4. Stetson, Ryan. You know, when I have to explain my jokes, and we've got a couple of young people here that are actually getting them this evening, I'm encouraged by that. The Camber girls did a great job, as they always do. 3rd down and 4 now for Hobart. 8:25 and running at first. I formation, Moore, toss sweep near side. Looking for room, Lyons, and boy, he gets pummeled. Undercut there by Shelby. And how about the play there by the freshman, Brody Shelby? Wow. Knocking back all the way to the 40-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 5.5 from there. The line to make for a first down just inside the 40. So if you're Colt Allison down 8-0 with 7:55 left in the first, do you punt?
I think you're going for it, Michael. Although it's, it is early in the season, early in the game. You got to make a statement.
Guess what? They are. They're punting. Mark Hollister in to do the honors for the Bearcats. That's why you're a teacher, not a coach.
You got it.
Long snap. Hollister gets it. Not a lot of pressure. Booms it into the nighttime sky. Hits at the 10. Webb had a notion of getting it, and the ball gets batted into the end zone. Trying to corral it was Caden Shoffley. And I believe since he did not control it, they're going to call that a touchback. Let's see. Yep, it will be a touchback. So Mangum will get it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They lead it 8-0 here in this first quarter of play, scoring on their first possession in rather weird fashion. We say that because we saw a touchdown signaled, and then it wasn't signaled, and then they did a 2-point. Anyhow, it's 8-0. And, oh, by the way, they will say that the ball was touched at the 2-yard line. That's where Mangum will get it 1st and 10. So, again, the officials, a little bit of uncertainty, we'll call it, on the play.
Well, it's the second time we've had to have a conference to decide what's going to happen with football.
And we all know what it's like to have meetings. 7:29 left in the first quarter of play. It's being brought to us by Mangum Golden Age Apartments here on Classic Hits 97.7 and on OKSports.tv. Chrissy Hyde and the Pretenders once sang about back on the Chain Gang, and the Chain Gang was set up at the 20. They had to move down as well. Got to say hi to Rafe Hall, the barrister watching the ball game. How about that after there? Bernard Bailey going to lose the football, and Hobart says they've got it, and let's see if they do. The officials yet to give us an official call, and it's 2nd down. Wow.
2nd down, yeah.
Bailey working hard and got a little loose with the football, got popped free, and I'm not so sure that Bernard didn't get back on it. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down at about 6. Mangum actually picking up 4 yards on that play.
If you fumble forward, is that what they say?
I believe so. So a bit of a break there. We love the hard running of Bernard. And deep in your own territory, you got to secure that football like it's your baby. High snap. Colton goes up and gets it, hands it off to Bernard, and the pursuit is there for Hobart. And he'll get knocked down back at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 8 for the Tigers. I want to say hi to my good friend Mike McAlexander. He's watching tonight. Candy Ogden Fight says, "Go, Tigers, go." And then she's got all kinds of great graphics. I love that. Karina Panetta Young, let's go, Tigers. You bet. 91 people watching. It's a cold night, isn't it? Laughlin from his own end zone fires across the middle. Whap with the catch, and then he dropped it. Oh, my. Fisher had it at about the 38. By the time he got to the 40, he couldn't corral it. And I think Fisher was off to the races and forgot to take the football with him.
Yeah, Fisher was thinking his next step was in the end zone, I think, and instead it's going to be 4th down.
How about that pass, though, by Colt Laughlin right on the hands. Wow. So Hobart trying to flip the field, and that's why, my friend, a moment ago, Colt Allison did not go for it on 4th and about 5.
That's about the best scenario you can have is pin it inside the 2.
So Laughlin from his end zone, little rugby-style kick, bangs it high, going to be fielded on the run, and then dropped. It's on the floor. Let's see who got it. And it'll be, we're still waiting for an official call. Mangum acts like they've got the football. Coming out of the pile, it was a Tiger. That was Payson Jenkins with the football, and it will be.
It's
going to be Mangum football.
Mangum football, yep.
Hobart fans here on the near side not happy with the call. Colt Allison not happy as well, but it will be Mangum football. Wow. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 38-yard line. What a sequence of events going on here.
Did I mention the full moon, Michael?
Oh, yeah, you did. You know, I was actually, this is the second time I've been to Hobart today. I had to come this morning for court, and one of the songs that played after Michael in the Morning was off on my iTunes was Thriller by Michael Jackson. So 1st and 10, Mangum will get it on the fumble recovery after the punt. At the 38, Laughlin with the throw too high, intended for Sawyer Webb, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Colton getting some pressure late from Garrett Dye. The throw sailed a little bit, and I think it's because Dye was in his face. 6:11 left in quarter number 1. Mangum on top 8-0. We had a punt killed inside the 5 by Hobart. Mangum had a potential touchdown pass of about 96 yards dropped, and then a fumble by the Bearcats. And now here's Bernard Bailey on the right side, across the 40 out to the 41.5. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 now for the Tigers. Well, I tell you what, that is a pretty picture out to that nighttime sky to the east, though, with the moon and the various hues and shades of the nighttime sky. I don't think our camera would really pick it up, but it is delightful, lovely, delicious. Oh, sell my clothes, I'm going to heaven. 3rd down and 7. Blitz now for Hobart. And Laughlin gets hit, and now Colton going to get dropped all the way back to the 35-yard line. That was a jailbreak blitz right there. Coming from deep in the secondary, Garrett Dye and Cole Moore. And Laughlin had nowhere to go. And so the fumbled punt does not harm Hobart, other than the fact the field is going to get flipped once again. As Mangum will, last time they punted from their own end zone, now Laughlin will get it about the 27, 28-yard line back here at the 30. It'll be Matthew Molina for the Bearcats. Molina, one of those kids that can pick him up and lay him down. High snap. Laughlin climbs the ladder, gets it. Now a jailbreak punt. Hits at about the 35, goes forward inside the 30 down to about the 26-yard line. And there was a long-time announcer on ABC's football coverage Saturday afternoons, and he said he liked players that were hostile, agile, and mobile. Well, right there, agile and mobile was Colton Laughlin going up and getting that one.
You said the word, too, jailbreak. He got out of jail there, was in a bad spot, was able to get that punt off. Saved a lot of field position.
Well, just the simple fact that he could thread the needle and get that one off of his foot is something else. So here we go. Hobart now, 1st and 10. They've got the football at their own 25-yard line. Little inside handoff. Boy, I tell you what, Mangum does a great job defensively. Those interior guys up front getting after it. Stetson Ryan in there, also getting off the pile, is our main man, Christian Travanka, and Corbin McGill there as well. 2nd down and 10.
Those boys had a lot of good experience last week against the Bombers. A little different wagon coming through that hole that they're able to stop this week. But still, good job swallowing them up.
By the way, Brenda Dreyer says, give Alyssa, the filmer, a shout-out. I love embarrassing her. And let me just tell you right now, she is. There you go. Second down and 10. Moore wants to throw. Does. Caught by Hollister. And good defensive coverage there by Sawyer Webb. It'll bring up a third down and about. Let's see where the mark is. As Hollister and Webb were wrestling, they'll give Hollister the 33-yard line. So it'll be third down and about 4 from there. Mary Pearson says go Tigers. Charlie Patrick, go Tigers. Donna Williams-Terry, go Tigers. Shelley Bowman from over there at the Department of Human Services, go Tigers, go. Donna Williams-Terry, good try Fisher. Jet sweep near side, great pursuit. Laughlin misses the tackle, and that'll be a first down carry for Cade Lyons. Well, I think maybe Colton got caught up. He was wanting to make the da-da-da, big ESPN hit, and he kind of slid by. Lyons gets the first down. Donna Williams-Terry. Whoop, whoop, yay, baby. That's Shelley Bowman. Okay, well, I don't know what that means, Shelley. Donna Williams-Terry, yay, Payson, way to go, grandson. B.R. Stover is watching with us as well. So a first down there for Hobart. First and 10 for their own 40-yard line. Moore drops back, deep handoff, comes here to Lyons. He'll go across the 40 out to about the 42-yard line. And good interior play again. Shelby in on the stop. Travanka there as well. It'll be second down and 8. And I was giggling a little bit. My goodness. Rhett Duff out here on the corner. You saw it as well. He just absolutely swaddled up a Mangum defender. And I believe that was Bryson Williams, wasn't it?
Bernard Bailey.
Oh, it was
Bernard
Bailey? Okay.
Yeah.
Second down and 9. And again, they'll go with the inside handoff and able to break a couple of tackles and take it out to the 45-yard line. Will be the tailback, Garrett Dye. That'll bring up a third down and about 5.5. So, yeah, I mean to tell you, on that previous play, Rhett Duff at 6'3", 2 1/4, he just absolutely swallowed up Bernard Bailey.
There wasn't a football for 30 yards either, Michael.
Bernard's looking up at his back, and it was one of those, did you get the truck that just hit me? Did you get their number? Third and 5 now for Hobart. Moore, quick snap, comes near side. Lyons turns the corner, first down of Moore, inside the 50, down to about the 45-yard line of Mangum. Coming up to make the play, Colton Laughlin, but hard running on the edge, and a first down for Cade Lyons. Got a nice block on the corner from one of his big uglies up front. That's Eric Rudkins, 5'9", 170. Also leading the charge is our big guy, Marco Posas, 6'1", 275. So Hobart moving the sticks, keeping the football on the ground. First and 10 from the Mangum 35. Now they want to throw. Moore does. Pass caught. And another first down going to be picked up here as falling down on the play was Fisher Webb. He had good coverage with Matthew Molina, but when Webb fell down, the ball was delivered and a first down catch of 11 yards. 2 minutes left here in this first quarter of play. 8-0. Mangum on top. Our first quarter is always brought to us by Mangum Golden Age Apartments. So first and 10 inside the 35 at about the 34-yard line. Wide receiver split out here on the near side. Offset eye, toss sweep near side. Lyons looking for the corner, gets a block, takes it inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Late penalty flag going to fly. And there was some extracurricular going on. You talked about the football not being 30 yards near where the blocking was occurring a few minutes ago. We got a case of that right now, and we're going to get a personal foul penalty called against either. It's going to go against either Fisher Webb or it may go on the defensive lineman there for Hobart. I think that out on the edge, that was Jared Wold. No, it wasn't Wold, was it? Personal foul. And I'm going to go against Mangum. So a big penalty there for Fisher Webb. He got tangled up with one of the big uglies up front. I didn't catch the number. Now I see it was, I still don't know who it was. But they were hooked up pretty good, and it was a case where Webb, he threw the secondary blow. He got pounded first, and it's always the second guy who gets caught, right?
Well, that's how it works. I tell my students at school, they complain when they get in trouble. Well, they were doing it too. Well, I saw you doing it. So.
Exactly. So a nice drive here for the Bearcats. They've taken it inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line of Mangum. First and 10 from there. Minute 30 left in the first quarter of play. And again, doing most of it on the ground. I formation here. Moore underneath center. Cole wants to keep it himself. Tries to turn the corner. Great pursuit by Mangum along the line. Travanka slowed the play down, and there to clean it up, Stetson Ryan. Some help as well from Corbin McGill. But This is one of those rare occasions where we see the interior linemen making a lot of the tackles. And a lot of times they eat up space, and it's the linebackers that come up and make the play, but it's those big fellas up front that are getting it done here in this first quarter. Gain of maybe a half yard for more on the play. Second down, 9.5. He'll go back to the I formation. Lyons is his tailback. He'll hand it off to him. Lyons gets some room right up the middle of the field and scores the touchdown. Boy, just as soon as I was talking about the ability of those guys up front to clog things up, the kiss of death and the white sea parted, and untouched in the end zone from about 11 yards away goes the tailback, Cade Lyons. And with 43.9 left in the first quarter of play, it's an 8-6 ball game. And it looks like Hobart going to go for 2. It looked like maybe Mangum had it bottled up, but Lyons just kind of pitter-pattered, and he was terribly patient at the line of scrimmage, and then found a tiny crease, and bang, he was gone. Hobart will go for 2 here. Moore from the shotgun. Dye behind him. Lyons in motion. They'll hand it off to Dye. Dye gets tackled from behind. Stetson Ryan with the shirt-tail tackle. Is that a cartoon for kids? Shirt-tail tackle? 43.9 left in the first. 8-6. Mangum by a pair. Classic Hits 97.7. OKSports.tv.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Celia Blake Nippert says, "Go Tigers, beat Hobart." Michael Hunter, "Let's go Tigers, GATA." Do you know what that GATA stands for?
I don't know GATA.
I seen it for like 3 years. What is it, girls? GATA. Get a Tiger attitude. Boy, I like that. That's good stuff. Martha Fletcher Zachary says, "Go Tigers" from Colorado. Take me home. No, wait a minute. Never mind. Donna Williams Terry, do your stuff, Tigers. And let's see. David and Siri Dillahunty, bigger they are, harder they fall. Get them, Fisher. I like that. Fisher out there in that tussle with that big boy. And oh, I like that. That's good. And Fisher would be the first to say, that's what I'm doing. So it's 8-6, 43.9 left in the first quarter, brought to you by Golden Age Apartments. Kicking the football away will be Stafford, caught by Bailey on the run at the 33. He's got the 35 and no more. Well, they'll give him the 36. Streaking down to make the play for the Bearcats. A couple of ball players, Garrett Dye, one of them. The other one was Wyatt Shelburne. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Hobart, or for Mangum, rather. They'll have it at the 36. 39.7 left in the first quarter of play. Well, this one, exactly how we thought it would be. I mean, 8-6 ball game, 39.7 left in the first quarter. Pistol formation. Laughlin to his right, Bailey. Colton wants to throw, does. Fires fastball right through the hands of Bryson Williams. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Some wolfing going on at the end of that one as well. You can tell by the body language. Chad Norman having a little conversation with Bryson about, you didn't catch that football because you heard me coming.
And if you didn't hear him woofing at him, he sure heard his footsteps. How much does the temperature have to do with these boys? The second time we've seen one go right through the paws of the Tigers.
Well, it looks like they all got on gloves, so I would say none. 2nd and 10, Laughlin fakes the handoff to Bailey, and Colton going to keep it himself, hit at the line of scrimmage. Breaking tackles, has the 40, still on his feet, and he stretches it out to the 43-yard line. Colton Laughlin getting that done all by himself. Thank you, Eric Carmen. Hobbling off the field. At the end of the play, Garrett Dye. Dye got tangled up in the middle there and got rolled up on. That should be the final play of quarter number 1, and it will be. Well, no, Mangum going to try to run one more. 5 seconds left in the period. Laughlin gets the snap off with 2 on the clock. Colton rolling. Stops, fires. Got a man open. That's Webb. Fisher with a catch at the 45-yard line of Hope. It'll be 1st first and 10 for Mangum at the Hobart 45. When we come back for quarter number 2, Tigers on top here, 8-6. Our first quarter's been brought to us by Mangum Golden Age Apartments. Quarter number 2 coming up. Stick and stay. Classic Hits 97.7 at oksports.tv.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Well, I tell you what, Justin O'Neill and your old buddy Michael in the morning. And, Justin, you know what we forgot to do?
What did we miss?
You still have the app for the scoreboard?
I sure do. Let me
Shane
see.
Haggy says, hey, where's the scoreboard? Yeah. All right. By the way, David and Sarah Delahunty, this has to be David, says he's like his Uncle David. I wonder if they're referring to Fisher Webb there. All right, here we go.
Fish, I bet you are.
First and 10 now for Mangum inside Hobart territory. Laughlin, design quarterback keeper, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage and then maybe gets pushed forward for a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Boy, I tell you what, he got bent back pretty good on that one, and so there were a host of Bearcats there, including Marcos Posis. Now Marco going to come off the field. Also in on the stop, Rhett Duff, rather. So it'll be 2nd down. We'll give him a yard gain. 2nd down and 9. Laughlin sends Webb in motion. Fisher, well, look at him out, and that is a backwards pass, a block made there. 40-yard line out in front of him, but Fisher can't make it as he gets tripped up at about the 42. Boy, Webb had a lot of room there, and an ankle tackle made right there at the 42. I think coming up from his safety position to make the play was Cole Moore. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. Minute gone by here in the second. Justin feverishly looking for that app to put the scoreboard up there for you. Laughlin rolling out here on the near side, throws back the opposite way, caught by Bryston, and Williams will fall forward inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line, shy of a first down by 4 yards. They actually give him the 38, so it'll be 4th down and 3. And while you look for that app, remember, Hobart was in a similar situation in the first quarter play. They elected to punt. What are you going to do here if you're the coach?
The way I've seen Mangum play, they've got this fast strike offense. I think you get it while you can.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to. Pistol formation now. Laughlin fires. Fastball near side. Webb, catch, first down. 30, 25, 20. Makes a move there and skips down to the 16-yard line. Knocked down from behind by Caden Shoffley. But a good call there. They'll move the chains at 10:15 left here in the first half. Mangum, a 1st and 10, all the way down to the 16-yard line of Hobart.
Great job by Fish to first make that catch and then hold on to the football when he got hit. That was a pretty good blind hit he got on the end of that play.
Yeah, you get whacked from behind like that, sometimes you'll lose it. Inside handoff, Leighton catch him, and I tell you what, Hobart does a nice job film study there. They saw that one coming. I had told the broadcast crew from KTJS 1420, a Fox Radio affiliate, that they needed to watch Leighton catch him on the inside handoff, and maybe they heard me in the coach's booth as well. Leighton has had a lot of success this year on that play, but scattered well there by Hobart. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. 9:35 and running the first half of play. Laughlin looking to the left side, fires, and did Bryson hold on? And yes, he did. Catch is made by Williams, so they'll get it a 3rd and manageable now as Bryson picks up nearly 5 of the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8, obviously. This is 4-down territory for the Tigers. By the way, Luke Rogers now coming off the bench, split out here on the near side. Ketchum is in the flat. Williams by himself on the left side, and here's Barnard Bailey at the pistol. They'll flick the handoff to Bernard, and Colton goes through his progressions. Nobody open. Little pump fake, tries to get the first down on his own, breaks a tackle, and dives for the marker, and depends on the spot, but I tell you what, Colton Laughlin did a little whoop, little do-si-do, and still waiting for the call. Did he pick up the first down? The official says they're going to measure. 8:57 left in the first half a play, 8-6 ball game. Justin feverishly working for that scoreboard, even though I'm telling you it's 8-6. 8:57 left in the first half of play.
What was that we said about our screens on the way up here, Michael?
Yes,
can't live with them. Can't live without them.
Too much screen time, definitely. So it is a first down as they yank the chains, and Hobart has it first and goal now at the 6-yard line. By the way, David and Sarah Delahunty confirming, yes, fish is theirs. Jay McCormick says, hey, hello, Michael, in the morning. Hello, Jay. Direct snap, Dalen Stacy. Stacy inside the 5, down to about the 3, maybe the 2-yard line. They take a page from the old days of Florida when they had Tim Tebow, before Tebow became the starting quarterback. Line Stacy up in the backfield and just say, all right, let's go Road Greater Universe and go forward. Stacy, high snap, got to go up and get it, and that cost him. Dalen somehow ekes out a yard down to inside the 2. Tiffany McGill, that's our boys. Christy Avery Miller, she's helping you out. She put it on the Facebook feed. Great job, Christy. We appreciate that, kid.
Thanks, Christy.
Yeah, well, that's good stuff there. Here, I got you. Oh, my goodness. Way to go, Colton. That's Donald Williams-Terry with that. 8:20 left here in the first half of play. Camden Dreyer checking it out. And your wife is wondering if you ever get that scoreboard up there. She's watching right now. Yeah. Hand it off Stacy. Dalen this time. Nope. They replace Dalen with Colton Laughlin. And Laughlin will go in from a couple of yards away. And Colton makes it a 14-6 ball game. And he got a little bit of a stinger on that play. Went to the back of the end zone and got one of those deals like, oh, it hurts. So the touchdown for Laughlin. Mangum going to go for 2. 8:06 left in the first half of play. They lead at 14-6. Pistol formation, Bernard Bailey. Leighton Ketchum here on the inside. And Fisher Webb in the slot to the left. Now he'll flip-flop, go right side. Bryson Williams out to the left. And a timeout going to be taken by the Tigers. 8:06 left in the half. They lead at 14-6. 2-point conversion on the way. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus, phone 580-477-1390.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
2-point conversion on the way for Mangum. Laughlin rolling here on the near side, looking in the end zone, runs out of room, fires a fastball, and it's going to be picked off in the end zone by Matthew Molina. 2-point conversion, no good. And with 8:06 left in the first half of play, Mangum 14, Hobart 6. Hello, Billy Tenney. We're back to Bearcat Stadium after this. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit WOSC.edu.
Back at Bearcat Stadium, Mangum on top 14-6, 8:06 left in the first half of play. And the Tigers will kick away for the second time tonight. As a 1-yard scoring run by Colton Laughlin Mangum could not convert on the 2-point conversion. Let's see what they decide to do here with the kick. It's Fisher-Webb. I'm going to go short side here. There's a kick from the left hash mark back towards the Mangum bench. Little squibber, and boy, it knocked down literally one of the upbacks. Wow. Line drive fielded by what? Well, that's Josh Branham that made the play. Branham, who normally wears 44, wearing 66 tonight. And he makes the catch and falls down like the sniper had got him.
That must have been the hands team uniform they changed into tonight.
Yeah, it had to be, yeah. So first and 10 now. Good field position for Cole Moore and company. Deep handoff, Lions, and he'll get tackled as he crosses the 45 out to about the 43. Corbin McGill, or 47, I should say. They'll give him the 48. Corbin McGill in on the stop. Got help as well from Christian Travenka, and it'll bring up a second down and 7. Boy, I tell you what, that was a case where it looked like Cade Lyons was shot out of a cannon. You thought he was going to make a lot of hay there, and then suddenly, whoop, he just got dragged to the ground. Am I saying that correctly? You're a teacher. Dragged to the ground? Is that the correct way to say that?
Dragged.
Would we say drug? I don't know. Someone will probably correct us. I formation, second down. Toss sweep near side. Lyons cuts it back inside. He'll cross the 50 and get down to about the 48-yard line of Mangum. Ankle tackle there by Elijah Bernal. And that'll bring up a third down at about 4. So you getting all that technology figured out there?
Oh, I think there's enough buttons to push and cameras to point. I think I'll save a little bit of brain power to maybe say something.
Well, I was going to say, on top of everything else, I'm making you talk. I mean, to tell you now. Of course, the young people over there are like, you guys talk when you work with your electronics? That's why we have electronics, so we don't have to talk. Cole Moore going to keep it himself, run right up the backside of his fullback and pick up the first down inside the 45 down to about the 41-yard line. Good job by Moore as he got on the backside that time of Jandro Stafford. We talked about Stafford's low-to-the-ground stature. And that was an easy first down for Moore. Nice running there by Cole. Hobbling off the field for Mangum, Corbin McGill, Jaden Rogers will take his place. So Hobart moving the chains down 14-6. Clock running with 6:25 left in the first half of play. Moore rolls near side, pressure, and Stetson Ryan. And that young man we just mentioned, Jaden Rogers, will tackle Cole Moore all the way back in his own territory at the 47-yard line. Wow. Great job there by the Mangum defense up front. Meantime, I was noticing at the end of the play, Christian Travanka and one of the officials having a little conversation, kind of pointing at one another. Huh. Christian, be careful there. He's got the flag in his pocket. Second down and a bunch. They got to make the 31-yard line. Moore wants to throw. Cole, screen pass, and it's going to be caught in another loss of yardage on that play. Quan Bailey tackled back at the 43-yard line, and that'll bring up a third down and even longer.
And a good read there on the screen play by the Tigers.
And for those of you wondering, actually, there was contact before the ball arrived, but because it was behind the line of scrimmage, you can make that play. So third down now. Third down, we'll call it 27. As the ball sitting at the 43-yard line of Hobart, line to make for first down, the 31-yard line of Mangum. And Hobart having a hard time getting personnel in there. That play clock got to be running down. It's at 5, down to 4. Hobart scrambling to get the play off. Moore does with 1 on the clock. Inside handoff, and not a whole lot of room there for that tailback, fullback, Jandro Stafford, to go anywhere as he gets whacked at about the 44, maybe a yard on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down and long. Now they gave him the 45. In on the stop for Mangum. J.T. Schrum leading the way. Penalty on the play, and they wave it off. So it'll be fourth down now. Ball from the 45. Fourth down, we'll call it 26. And an obvious punting situation here for Hobart. Back to receive it, Fisher-Webb here on the near side. Up top, Bryson Williams. I don't think you fake it here if you're Colton Allison.
Not after pinning it back on the 2, the previous punt.
Snap is back. They will kick the ball away. High end over end kick. and it will hit at the 20 and bounce around and finally come to a rest at about the 17-yard line. A little surprised that Fisher Webb doesn't step up and catch that ball. It was banged pretty high into the nighttime sky. Maybe he thought the coverage would be there quicker than he could get away from it. So Mangum will go to work, 1st and 10 at their own 17, up 14-6. That's a nice defensive stand there by Mangum after scoring that touchdown.
Absolutely, giving up a couple big plays, but was able to continue that pursuit that we saw all last week and make those Bearcats have to punt it away.
Get a stoppage of play here. The ball was snapped. Illegal procedure going to be called on the Tigers. So it brings up a 1st and 15. Lisa Wilson, whoop, whoop, those Bearcats. Billy Skinner can't stop the Tigers. Tiffany McGill says, come on, McGill, shut them down. So 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Ball setting on their own 12-yard line. Pistol formation for Mangum. Colton had a man out here in the corner. Stead going to go the other side. Up top looking for Bryson. Ball going to be picked off by Mark Hollister. Great job by Hollister. Hollister running stride for stride with Bryson Williams. And he looked like he was the wide receiver there as he picks it off. And Hobart will get it 1st and 10. Great field position for the Bearcats at the 46-yard line of Mangum. 3 guys over there on that far sideline running with Williams. And I talked about it looked like Fisher Webb was all by himself here on the near side. And maybe should have gone his way.
And what do you think about that play call on 1st down? I know it's 1st and long.
Well, I like it. Again, it's just maybe you go to a different receiver. Toss to Lyons. Lyons right up the middle of the field. Look out. Makes a move at the 25. He's still on his feet at the 20 and finally dragged down from behind at about the 16-yard line. Fisher Webb saving a touchdown there. Well, I tell you what, Cade Lyons can absolutely scoot.
You get him in open field and he puts down some yards in a hurry.
So a big carry. And that's the second time now he has been patient at the line of scrimmage, and it comes out of a big muck of people. Previously, he scored a touchdown. Big carry there. 1st and 10. Toss sweep near side Lyons. He'll shake, bake the line of scrimmage, and take it inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. So a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6, and actually they'll give him 5, so 2nd down and 5. 3:40 left in the first half of play. On the way, Coach Pennypacker and a couple of Mangum Tiger basketball players on their way to the broadcast booth at halftime to join us. 2nd down carry in again, Lyons, and that time a good job of taking his legs away. Dalen Stacy filled the hole there. He'll pick up 2 on the play and bring up a 3rd down and 2. Well, this is 4-down territory for the Bearcats. 3:10 and running in the first half of play. And you wonder if they'll go to Lyons on a 3rd straight play. I formation. Moore going to keep it himself, turns and picks up the 1st down, lost the ball, but I think the whistle had already blown. Cole Moore will pick up the 1st down inside the 10-yard line all the way down to the 6. It'll be 1st and goal from there. Good tackle by Quan Bailey, otherwise that's a touchdown. So 1st and goal, 14-6. Hobart knocking on the door. I formation. Cade Lyons, the tailback. And that fullback all night long has been Jandro Stafford. He'll hand it off to Stafford this time. Did he get into the end zone? Well, the Hobart kids say he did, but you don't see an official call, so it'll be 2nd and goal from just outside the 1. A mass of bodies there. J.T. Schrum getting off the pile. Jaden Rogers as well. And in the middle of it, Christian Travanka. 2nd and goal from the 1. Moore, I formation, underneath center. Quarterback sneak, pushes the pile forward, and again, they're looking for a call, and now it comes. Touchdown. It looked like maybe at first Colton Laughlin was going to be able to pull Moore back, but Cade able to push forward and score with 2:02 left in the first half of play. Makes it a 14-12 ball game with a 2-point conversion to come. So the turnover, costly, and it results in points.
Costly, but I'm with you. I still think that's a good call on first down, putting the ball in the air, trying to make up some yardage in a hurry. At the end of the day, you go 3 and out, it'd be about like a punt would have been.
Right. So the first 2-point conversion for Hobart failed. They'll go pistol formation here with Moore at the quarterback slot. Behind him, Garrett Dye. Send a man in motion, and before this one gets underway, it'll cost them 5. Oh, no. In the neutral zone against Mangum. So they'll make it that much closer here for the Bearcats and a chance to tie with a 2-point conversion. So that'll take it down to the 1-yard line. And I don't know that you don't go back to the quarterback sneak with Cole Moore now.
You just read my mind. I was thinking we switched things up a little bit and we had a little personnel change for the Bearcats. Let's see if they do that. Try the quarterback sneak.
Is that Gordon Lightfoot, if you could read my mind?
Must be.
All right, here we go. Moore, toss sweep to Lyons, and he'll sidestep a couple of defenders and get into the end zone for the score. And with 2:02 left in the first half of play, Hobart has tied it. We're at 14-all. 14-14. Mangum and Hobart, 2:02 left in the half. More Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
Want to say hi to Melinda Brooks, who's watching the feed with about 100 of her closest friends. Good to have you folks alongside as well. You people that are listening on radio, we hope we're painting the pictures for you in adequate fashion. 14-all, Mangum and Hobart, 2:02 left in the first half of play. And here to kick it away, Jandro Stafford, coming from the far side to the near side. High end-over-end kick, fielded by Webb at the 32. Fisher on the near sideline has the 40 at the 42-yard line. Knocked down by Mark Hollister, but a nice return there by Fisher Webb on the near side. And with 1:58 left in the first half of play and 2 timeouts, more than enough time for Mangum to try to get points on the board before the end of the half.
And definitely more than enough time. You've got these timeouts. You've got lots of options. Let's see the Tigers, see what they've got with their 2-minute drill.
Well, keep in mind, Hobart will get the football to begin the third quarter as well, so you want to try to do something here if you're Mangum. Tigers rolling out with Laughlin. Colton throws, middle of the field, pass, Webb, incomplete. Boy, a lot of hand fighting going on down there. Fisher wanting a pass interference call, not going to get it. Good defense by Tommy Lancaster. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Fish didn't look very happy at the end of that play.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, there may have been pass interference, but there should have been an illegal procedure called against Mangum because the back was moving before the ball was snapped. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. 1:51 left here in the first half of play. Twin right receivers here on the near side, one up top. Laughlin from the shotgun, throws, catch made by Webb, makes a move, got the 40, down the far sideline, 35, makes another move, cuts inside the 30, and is knocked down there, 1st and 10. Open field tackle made by Matthew Molina, but a good pitch and catch there for Mangum, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line of Hobart with 1:42 left in the first half of play.
And what a great pickup of yards there. Still plenty of clock to see if we can get in this end zone.
Pistol look. Now they'll send a man in motion. That is Rogers. Luke, they'll fake the handoff to him and give it to Bernard Bailey. And Bailey not going to go anywhere, and we'll get a penalty flag as well. Well, that'll stop the clock. Bernard lost a yard on the play. That is in an area that you would think it is a hold or a block in the back. White hat looks at us here on the press box side. Yeah, pushing the back. That's one of those things that oftentimes happens. That wide receiver of that end gets out there on the end, and he gets beat and tries to make up for it. And when you're out there all by yourself, you get caught every time. So the mark-off will come from the point of infraction, and they'll take it all the way back now to the 43-yard line. It'll be first down from there, first down at about 23, as the line to make is the 20. They wind the clock, a minute 25 left in the first half. Laughlin from the shotgun, all kinds of time, fires in his pass, too tall, intended for Rogers, and yep, we're going to get a personal foul penalty called here. Personal foul penalty going to be called. A hit on Rogers was unnecessary. No way Luke's going to catch that football, and they're really cracking down on that sort of thing. So, they called pass interference instead. Wow. Surprised about that. So pass interference is going to be the call, and a timeout's going to be taken here. Wow. Minute 19 left in the first half of play. It'll be Mangum with the football. They've got it at the 33-yard line of Hobart. When we come back, Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Justin, I don't think there's any doubt the defender got there before the pass got to Rogers, but it's not a catchable ball. I can see where it's one of those unnecessary hits that they're trying to crack down on, but I don't see it as pass interference.
I'm with you, and so is this home crowd. They are not very pleased with this call.
1st and 12 now. Webb going to go in motion from the near side to the far side. Laughlin looking that way. Fisher with a catch. Then he dropped the football. Picked it up. He's going to throw it deep. Pass caught by Williams. Bryson dives to the end zone. Did he get there? Yes! Touchdown! Woo, doggies, Jethro. That one. Well, they draw that one up in the backyard, and you draw it in the dirt, and this is what you're going to do here, and then you're going to do that there, and it worked out. Webb, I think, got a little excited on the backwards pass, was trying to throw it before he caught it, gathered himself, threw it a little bit short. Bryson Williams, great concentration, makes the catch at about the 3, dives to the end zone, and he scores from 33 yards away. Wow.
You said it. Great presence of mind of Bryson to watch that ball in, realize it was going to be short, make the catch, and get in the end zone.
Laughlin rolling for 2, fires pass, going to be picked off. That's the second time the ball's been intercepted on the 2-point conversion. This time it's Cole Moore to do the honors. So with 1:09 left in the first half of play, Mangum indeed does score, and they lead it 20-14. We're back after this. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency, and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
It's amazing the crowd that goes wild for Fisher Webb. B.R. Stover gives us go an actual fish and on it. We love that. So go Fisher from B.R. Stover. L.D. Ormond, go Tigers. Tiffany McGill, run, baby. All right. We love that. Run, baby. That's some good stuff there. Having some fun tonight here on Facebook Live, OKSports.tv, and Classic Hits 97.7. After all, we do sports right. So Hobart will get it one more time before the half comes to an end. And then keep in mind the Bearcats will get it to begin the third period of play. So Mangum defense is going to have to make sure that they crack down here.
You bet. This is a big time. You don't want to give an opportunity for the Bearcats to steal a possession. Keep them out of the end zone at all costs.
We got a young fan down below us and just mesmerized by the goofy guy with the headphones on. High end-over-end kick fielded on the far side, and breaking tackle still on his feet out to about the 30-yard line will go Mark Hollister. Hollister not easy to break down in space. Dalen Stacy there to do the honors for the Tigers. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for Hobart. 1:02 left in the first half of play. Bearcats with 2 timeouts remaining, so plenty of time for them. So see if you can pan down and get that kiddo down right down there below us. The child is just mesmerized. I love the hat. Got some red cheeks going on. Yeah.
That's going to be a valuable hat.
Oh, that's some good stuff there, yeah. All right, here we go. Back to the action. 1:02 left in the first half of play. Toss sweep Lions, and he'll take it out to the 35. Boy, I tell you what, that kid runs hard. Nice open field tackle turned in by Elijah Bernal. A gain of almost 5 on the play. Second down and 5.5. Hurry-up offense now for the Bearcats. High formation. They'll hand it off to the fullback. He tries to fight his way through traffic and does across the 40 out to the 42, 43-yard line. That's Garrett Dye picking up the first down. And they will stop the clock momentarily to adjust the chains.
And great second effort there by Garrett to get that first down.
Tick, 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 tick. Now Hobart wants to huddle. They're down to 35 seconds left in the first half of play. Well, they've had about 15 seconds of clock run here. Moore wants to throw, slant, caught inside the 50, down to about the 47-yard line. Will go Matthew Molina. Initial hit, Dalen Stacy. And finally finishing off the play will be Elijah Bernal along with Colton Laughlin, but they will move the sticks again. It'll be first down for the Bearcats, and they'll take a timeout here. They're second of the first half with 21.4 left in this first half of play. Mangum on top, 20-14.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Classic Hits 97.7. Our traveling microphones will take us to Hinton next week, as that will be the second of 3 road games for the Bearcats in the middle part of the season.
Tigers.
I said Bearcats, didn't I? Okay. By the way, Tiffany McGill says, that kid's so sweet. I think I want to take her home. Carla Biddy, good job, Bryson. All right, here we go now. First and 10 for the Bearcats. Moore wants to throw, has time, fires, pass, caught. A hook and ladder, and that's a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. What a well-designed play there. Can you say Boise State? I mean, that was picture perfect right there. Catch made out here in the flat. And a little spin, a little toss, and off to the races. Cade Lyons will go.
That's the first time I've ever seen that play work on green turf, Michael.
Well, it was at the Fiesta Bowl, so it wasn't on the Smurf turf when OU got hoodwinked by Boise State so many years ago. That was run absolutely beautifully. I mean, that's hook and ladder right there, as done as well as it could be. So now it's a 20-20 ball game, and on to try the extra point, Cole Moore. High snap, kick is on its way. It's partially blocked. Did it get through the uprights? No. Wide to the right. And with with 12.1 seconds left in the first half of play, Colt Allison going to come out onto the field and have a conversation with the white hat, because a couple of the Mangum players got in there and ran into the kicker. But here's the thing. When you tip the football, when you touch the ball, then everything becomes fair game, yeah. And I think that's what the official is explaining to Coach Allison right now. He's not buying it, but that's the explanation. So look at what we've had 12 points scored in a little under 2 minutes time frame.
It's a full moon, Michael.
Back and forth they go. 12.1 left in the first half of play. Now, if you're Mangum, do you go into your bag of tricks in the final 12.1 and try to put more points on the board, or you just go into the locker room and regroup?
I'm a little more conservative than that. I don't want to give another opportunity for a fumble or, turn over the football and give Hobart another option to put scores on the board.
Okay.
Have confidence in that offense in the second half and just win the second half.
Okay. All right. Meantime, if you're Hobart, what do you do on the kick?
We'll just sit and watch find out, won't we?
Well, I'm almost tempted to kick the football out of bounds, to be honest with you.
You don't want to give an opportunity for a return. That's for sure. I could see that, or just a squib down the middle.
Okay, I like that too. Mangum doesn't believe the ball is going to go very deep. Jandro Stafford set to kick it away. Back here at about the 26, 27-yard line. On the near side, you'll find Colton Laughlin, Bernard Bailey, and the 27 in the middle of the field, and Sawyer Fisher, a little bit deeper Laughlin fields it and to the 20. They fire it back across the field to Webb over his head, and Webb will get it. Tries to break a tackle, does. Look out now. 35 down to the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum from there with 0.2 seconds left of the first half of play. So they tried to up the Boise State stakes right there, and it didn't work.
Well, the cross-field 40-yard lateral, I don't know about that, Michael.
Well, that was a dangerous pass, and obviously that's something that you practice throughout the week, but I don't know that you spend a lot of time on it. And that pass really sailed high, and Webb did a good job of simply keeping it in the field of play and keeping it from being turned over. Colton now, 2 seconds left of the first half of play. He'll break out of the pack, ball fake, and he'll get tackled at about the 46, and the first half will come to a close. And some umbrage at the end. Yep, penalty flag going to fly. Yeah, there was some jaw-jacking going down at the end of that one. And Colton Laughlin came out of the pack. A penalty flag flies. It's a dead ball foul, and it's going to go against Mangum. So let's see if they assess this on the second half kickoff. Remember, Mangum will be kicking the football away to begin the second half of play. And I believe that's the call. It will be assessed on the kickoff. Dead ball foul. Personal foul called on Mangum. As we get ready for halftime, and our halftime brought to us by Stockman's Bank. Still waiting to see what the official is going to do, but I believe that's what will happen. They will assess that on the kickoff. So the first half comes to a close. We are tied at 20. Invite you to stick and stay. We're going to talk basketball in just a couple of minutes here on Classic Hits 97.7 at oksports.tv.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Reap Go Harvest rewards from Firestone when you buy 2 or more Firestone Ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $25 off on eligible Destination Farm and Destination Turf radial tires, $100 off on eligible radial tires, and $200 off on eligible AD2 radial tires. Plus, for every tire purchased, we'll donate $5 to the National FFA organization. Your Firestone dealer is Blair Tire and Feed, corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair. This offer good now through October 31st, 2019.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Well, a wild into that first half of play, and it finds Mangum and Hobart 20 apiece at the end of the first half. Our halftime being brought to us by Stockman's Bank, and a total of 12 points scored in about the final 2 minutes of gameplay. 6 apiece and tied at 20 as they go to the locker room. We talked about it before we went to break. We'll talk a little bit about basketball here this evening. And earlier this week, Nathan Pennypacker, the head basketball coach at Mangum, got a hold of me and said, hey, can I come up and talk about my kids and talk about basketball? Can I bring some with me? I said, you bet you can, Coach. So, first of all, welcome back to Mangum.
Thank you, sir.
So, give us that history. You were here for a while, then you went back, and now you're here again.
Well, I was here the first time and, had a little bit of success, had some great kids, great people around me, the administration, the school board members. You just don't realize how big of a part that they play in the success that you can have, or vice versa that you won't have. And, we left and took a job at Altus, and once again enjoyed my time there. And I feel like you make a move for different reasons at different times, and it's just all part of the journey, and you live and you learn. And I'm glad to be back. It's a good time to be a Mangum Tiger right now.
All right, so back and injecting some enthusiasm into it. I know you're taking a page from Sam Powers, because
right.
He's just been bonkers since he got hired. He just bounced it off the wall all the time.
He does a great job, and that's something that we've both been blessed. We have a couple classes together, so we're in the weight room, which that I think is once again a nod to our school board members and our superintendent for allowing us to do something like that. It's going to pay off in the long run, mentally and physically. But, we talk about effort and enthusiasm every single day, and everything's correlated. Every sport is. I mean, the skill's different, but the blueprint's always the same. And it's the two things that you just mentioned. And he has a plethora of it, and it feeds off. You can see the kids take his mindset and they run with it. And I feel like that's a big reason why they're having the start that they are. And, something else that we both talk about, Coach Hussey was the boys coach before I came, and Coach Dickey was the football coach here. We're just building on whatever they had kind of already started. And that's such a big deal as a new coach coming in. The foundation has been set, and I think in both programs they were.
Well, and, you can even take it a step further. You mentioned Coach Dickey and the success that the track kids have had.
Right.
And then you look at Richard Carney, his success with the softball programs. And Mike Went, the baseball team goes to the state tournament last. So you talked about it at the top. Great time to be a Mangum Tiger coach.
It is. It's a great time. And I think our kids right now, everything's a skill. And I think desire is definitely a skill that a lot of people lack. And I think right now our kids as a whole, not just talking about my basketball kids, but I think the entire school has a desire to kind of leave a legacy of something that they can be proud of. You come back to your hometown, you're always transported right back into that high school situation. And I think these kids realize it, and they've bought in, and more importantly, they see the success that maybe past has had, and they want to correlate that to what they're doing in their future.
All right, now I was looking at the schedule, if this is correct. You don't start playing games for real to like the first week of December, is that right?
December 5th, man.
Wow.
It's a long ways away. And, as a basketball coach, and I had to deal with it at Altus, they ended up winning a state championship in football that year that I was there. And, I got them 3 days before the season started, and that presents a challenge. And I think this year, you never know what's going to happen, but I know we at least have the talent football-wise to make a run at it. There's a lot of variables that goes within that. But, we won't start till December 5th. We go to a tournament, the Best of Southwest, which is a really fun tournament. It's a small, compact gym. I know you've been there many times.
Been there a time or two.
It's a fun atmosphere to play in, and I'm looking forward to it, and I think our kids are definitely ready for it.
Had the chance earlier and we weren't on air, but talked to Jeff Tompkins, the basketball coach here at Hobart. And, he's kind of like you. He's kind of an unknown quantity. He's been here a few years, but he's got a lot of change in personnel. We've got some personnel that pretty much stays the same from last year, but got a new coach. How does that all work?
Well, to me, the way to start a program, you hear changing the culture, and that's something that I agree in. But at the same time, the only way you can change it is a mindset, and it's getting in. We talk about all kinds of things every single day. We got some stuff that we call our process, and just buying in and being uncommon, and that's a theme that we hear every single day. And just having that desire that we talked on earlier, and the self-motivation, the determination to do what's right every time you do something, and just being the best version of yourself. And that's something Coach Dickey and I, we try to create an environment that fosters leadership, not only on the basketball court, but become better men in the process as well. And I know both of us are very faith-based, and that's a big deal to us. And like I said, we want to win ball games, and I think we will. But at the same time, we want to create men that can go out in the world and be leaders at whatever they're doing. And I think everything will translate to the court if we are successful doing that.
How much fun is it to be around a guy like Coach Dickey, who has been just about everywhere, it seems like, in Western Oklahoma, and coached just about everything as well? And you talk about that demeanor, and you talk about the presence that he has with young men. And I mean, how important is that? I mean, golly.
It's very important. And like I said, for me, coming in, and we knew each other. We'd never really spoke too much, but we knew the names, and with faith being a big deal for me, he's on that same page as well, with him being a preacher and a pastor. And he does have that demeanor, because sometimes I can get a little riled up at times, and he's kind of got the, hey coach, slow down a little bit, and and he's a welcome presence, man. And I know for a fact I cannot do what I'm doing without him by my side.
I have to laugh a little bit about you. You talk about getting wound up, and those of us of a certain age, I'm that way myself. I do it in the broadcast. But the reason I was laughing is because the scouting report I got from Richard Carney was, that you sometimes you could get wound up, and I'm thinking, Richard, really? Is that what they call the kettle calling the pot black? I mean,
exactly. Which he had told me about your past. It's a pretty neat deal, man.
I tell you what, Richard and I go back a long, long way, and it's a neat thing. But it's one of those things that I've known Coach Dickey for a long time as well. I was associated with Alta Sports for forever, but I knew who Coach Dickey was and had the opportunity to do some ball games when he was at Tipton and Snyder and those places, and even at Hollis. So, that's the fun thing. And I talk about with these guys when we do the sports broadcast, it's amazing how high school sports brings people, brings communities together. There's nothing else like it that you can compare it to.
No, I 100% agree, and that was a drawback for me is coming to a town like Mangum. They're all in at whatever they're doing, and they don't care if it's softball, basketball, wrestling. I mean, they are rooting for our kids, and that's special, and that doesn't happen everywhere.
No.
And kind of like what we spoke on earlier, you don't know what you got until you don't have it anymore. And then, when you leave and think, man, well, this used to happen. I was glad to get a call and glad to be back here. And I couldn't be any more proud of the kids I have in the gym right now. And I'm excited to get the football guys out as well. And I think that they have totally bought into what we're trying to do. And it could be, if we continue our process, it could be a special year for them.
All right, now Carney and the rest of them, Hussey, they wouldn't let you get off without needling you just a little bit, and so Are you old enough? Do you remember the television show Seinfeld?
Oh man, that's one of my favorites.
Okay, so Kramer, on more than one episode, he was pennypacker, right? Yeah, he was a philanthropist, a pennypacker. So I'm just curious as if you've got any of Giddy Up or anything in you like Kramer did.
Well, I've got a few things. We won't talk about it on air,
okay.
But no, I'm in good company. That Kramer, he's a special guy, that's for sure.
Giddy Up indeed. All right, Coach Pennypacker, thank you. We're going to talk to a couple of your kiddos here in a minute. We look forward to it. And as we talk this week, we always look for something to do at halftime. So come on back. We'll be at Hinton next week. We'll be at Merritt, and so we'll be here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Coach. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. At the half, we're tied at 20. Got a good football game going on. The Dickies squared. We'll talk to them after this. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
At the half, we're tied at 20. Mangum and Hobart. Good game has been advertised all week long. And a wild flurry of points there in the final 2 minutes of that first half. Tied at 20. Talked to Coach Pennypacker a minute ago about basketball coming up. Trayvon Dickey. And Trayvon, I mean, been around you now for 3 years. It was Trayvon, but we're going by Trey. Is it the shortened version? What do I call you, man?
Trey.
You want to go with Trey? All right. Trayvon's just better. I like that. It's a cool name, man. Trey's all right, though. Hey, so new coach. New culture, you heard him talk about it. Grandpa part of it as well. Tell me about basketball 2019-2020 for the Mangum Tigers.
I mean, this year, what separates us from every other team is trusting the process, listening to what coach says, and just abiding by whatever he says. And then I think we should be good throughout the whole season.
How difficult is it to know, though, that today's October 11th, you don't get to play a game until December 5th?
I mean, we should just be practicing and getting ready for the game because practice makes perfect, so we might as well be ready.
I wish you guys could see the big smile on Trey's face when he talks. It seems like maybe you've heard that phrase, practice makes perfect, more than one time.
Yes, sir, I did.
And still do, don't you?
Yes.
Uh-huh. All right. So the guys that are out there playing football right now, you decided not to play this year. Tell me about that.
I thought it was best for me because, football has been a part of my life since second grade. And I always loved basketball. So why play something else if you really love a sport and you want to succeed in that sport? So I just stuck to basketball.
All right, tell me, now I know you love shooting the three. You live up to your name, Trey. And, I mean, you've got one of the quickest jump shots I've ever seen. But I've enjoyed the last couple of years watching you play defense. You take a special pride in playing defense out top, don't you?
You have to play defense to win.
There's another one of those things that I'm sure Coach Pennypacker tells you on a regular basis, right?
Yes.
All right. So, and having brother on the team, what's that like?
I mean, I always enjoy playing with my brother. somebody I can look up to, he can look up to. I know we'll always be good while we're playing together.
All right, so in a game of one-on-one, who wins?
Me.
Oh, well, yeah, I should have known that. So what about a shooting contest? Play around the world horse? Who wins those games?
It switches off every time. He's a great shooter, too, so we switch off every time.
What kind of offense will we see from Coach Pennypacker's team?
A lot of movement.
Okay. So you have to make the extra pass?
Yes.
I could tell by the way he said that, a lot of movement. It means don't take the shot. So are there a certain number of passes you have to make before you can shoot?
Just until we feel good, just until we get a wide open shot and it feels good, then that's as many passes as we need to take.
What a great answer. He knows that Coach is standing right behind him, and he wants to make sure that he's saying everything that gets heard in practice. Trey, we appreciate it. We're going to talk to Dion here in a moment. 2020 at the half. It's Mangum and Hobart. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night. Or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
All right, back here at Bearcat Stadium, tied at 20 at the intermission. My wife, by the way, is listening now, so we have to behave ourselves, Dion, okay? Right. Dion Dickey joining us now. And first of all, I got to tell you, man, I'm really liking the hoodie. The bright yellow, the luxury. Tell me all about that first-class yacht club. Now, are you a yachtsman?
No. It just looked good, so I bought it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It just looked good, so he bought it. I like that. That's that. So you got to look good, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about looking good while you're out there playing Coach Pennypacker's offense and defense.
But can you ask a question again?
I said, tell me what it's like to look good playing his offense and defense.
Oh, it looks really good. I like his offense.
Do you?
Gets a lot of shots we can hit, and just get them shots up.
So what's it like having as much family? I mean, you got your brother on the team, grandpa's an assistant coach, dad's around, got all kinds of people in the stands. Is that hard sometimes to have that much family to live up to?
Sometimes, yeah. Like if I mess up and they get on me like hard and.
So are you telling me that Trey gets on you sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, he says that you guys switch off when it comes to horse and around the world and stuff, but he can take you in one-on-one.
No, he can't.
Well, you got a little size on him.
Yeah.
Is he quicker than you, though?
Yeah, I'll give him that, yeah.
Okay, so you got the size, but he has the quickness.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So tell me your favorite part, though, of playing basketball.
Just being with my teammates and getting better every day.
Okay. All right.
I really love the sport.
What about the guys that are out here playing football? They eventually will come play basketball with you.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for them to come out and see what we can do this year.
Okay. Any arch rivals on the schedule this year? Somebody that you're pointing to? You're kind of like, I can't wait till we play those guys?
No, I'm just ready for everybody.
All right. Great answer. He looked at Coach Pennypacker before he answered that question, by the way. Well, good luck to you, Dion. Thank you. We appreciate it. Mangum Tigers will open up the basketball season on December 5th. Mark your calendars now. Second half coming up. We're tied at 20. Mangum and Hobart football here at Bearcat Field. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Hey fans, are you going to be in the stands? This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we can't hide our Tiger pride. Whether it's the gridiron or the basketball court, we support our Tigers and Lady Tigers. So bring your best orange and black and we'll see you at the game. Stockman's Bank is Tiger proud.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services, from fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, go Tigers.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Well, the Dickey boys, a lot of fun there, and you could tell which one was the oldest of the two, couldn't you?
you couldn't, just a little bit here in the booth. This is a little more obvious.
Pretty obvious, wasn't it? But he'll get there. Dion will get there. It's just, you play in the shadow of your brother, and I've got to be honest with you, play in the shadow of your grandpa. I mean, William Dickey is a legend around this area.
Legend. He sure is. And these boys, before they went on air, got one of the best compliments you could ever get in the Hobart booth up here. They were trying to say, you boys, you need to come put on some Bearcat blue, come play for us. And I said, that's about the best compliment you boys
definitely.
can get. So.
Definitely so. And they are great young men. That's a lot of fun there. Let's see. Coach William Dickey, we love you. That's from Tony L. Christian. Also, Michael Baker says, let's go Tigers. Let's pull off this win as we get ready for the second half of play here on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv. Now, you remember at the end of the first half of play, a personal foul penalty was called against Mangum, and they will mark that off. And now the Tigers will have to kick off to begin the second half from their own 25-yard line. So you would think that Hobart would get excellent field position for their first possession of the second half of play. Our halftime, by the way, brought to you by Stockman's Bank, and Stockman's Bank always does a great job of supporting the sports programs here on radio and on the internet, and they support the kids in so many other ways as well. Cannot say enough things about Stockman's Bank. By the way, they're a big part of the Michael in the Morning radio program, 6 to 9, Monday through Fridays on Classic Hits 97.7. That, by the way, is free plug number 2. Thank you for asking. So the second half set to get underway, and kicking it away will be Jackson Warner. Jackson here on the near side bangs it deep and going back and fielding it at about the 29-yard line, dropping it. Hollister, he'll pick it up, dances at the 35, he's got the 40, 45, comes near side, and is going to be driven out of bounds by Warner at about the 49-yard line. So excellent field position to begin the second half of play for the Bearcats of Hobart with 11:51 left here in the third. Oh, by the way, third period brought to you by 333 Dental. So it'll be first and 10 now from the 49. This one as good as advertised. First of 3 road games for the Tigers, be at Hinton next week and Merritt the following week. Moore going to go underneath center, I formation. Tailback, the explosive Cade Lyons. They'll turn, hands it off to Lyons, gets a block, and then gets pounded at the 50-yard line. And Brody Shelby in on this time. Got some help as well from Corbin McGill. And getting out of that pile there as well, Christian Travanka and Stetson Ryan. Gain of a yard, second down and 9. I think probably one of the things that the coaching staff talked to the kids about at halftime is making sure that they wrap up on some of their tackling.
There was a lot of second chance yards by these Bearcats that first half. We'll see if they wrap them up, as you said.
Especially that tailback Lyons, who gets the toss here, and he'll take it across the 50 down to about the 46-yard line. Excellent open field tackle there by Bryson Williams. Williams puts his head and shoulders across the ball, hits the thighs, and knocks him down after a 3-yard gain. It'll bring up a third down at about 5.5, 6.
And Lyons doesn't go that big on the charts here. It says he's 5'7", about $140, but man, he runs hard, doesn't he?
He is the quintessential downhill runner, no doubt about it. Moore underneath center, third down and 6, toss sweep. They'll go to Lyons, picks a hole, picks up the first down, 40 inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle there by Bryson Williams. But that's what they do is toss that to Lyons and let him kind of glide along the line of scrimmage, look for a hole, and, boy, he blows through it.
Yeah, it doesn't take him long. Once he finds that hole, he's exploding through it and getting yards quickly. Looks like the Bearcats have found something in the halftime with that play.
Yeah, they haven't thrown the football a whole lot here tonight, but with Lyons running the way he has, you don't need to. It's a power look, toss sweep, near side. Cutting it up and getting the 30 inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line will be Cade Lyons, as he is upended by Brody Shelby. Also in on the stop for the Tigers, Corbin McGill. But again, gain of 5 on the play, and it brings up a second down at about 5. A lot of fun talking to Coach Pennypacker. You that youthful exuberance, you just absolutely love it. Second down, 5. This time, Moore going to keep it himself. Breaks a couple of tackles on his feet. 15-10, 5. Cade Moore into the end zone for a touchdown from 28 yards away. And just like that, for the first time tonight, Hobart leads it. 26 on the board for the Bearcats. Mangum 20, 9:46 left here in this third quarter of play. And again, Moore does such a nice job on that play fake. And everybody's tackling Lyons, and Cade steps out of one, or Cole rather, I said Cade, but Cole steps out of one tackle and scurries into the end zone. Now Moore to try the extra point. Kick is on its way. It is up, and it is good. So with 9:46 left in the third quarter of play, Hobart leads for the first time tonight. 27 on the board for the Bearcats, 20 for Mangum. This is Classic Hits, 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
9:46 left here in the third quarter of play. It's a 28-20 lead now, or 27, I should say, 27-20 lead for Hobart, with 9:46 left in the third. Very quickly, just wrapping it up on William Dickey, and we love to get him on the air and talk to us. And I'll never forget my dear friend Larry Johnson 3 years ago when we had the chance to do some ball games involving Coach Dickey when he was coaching at Granville and whatnot. Larry, the first time he talked to William Dickey, I mean, after we walked away, he just could not believe what a great human being William Dickey is. Fine a man as you will find. Line drive kick here on the near side, and Williams will pick it up at the 19-yard line. Has the 20, shakes, bakes, and then goes back the other way, and he'll be tackled right at the 20. So Bryson got it here on the near side, tried to go the other way, and it just didn't work.
Great pursuit there by Hobart.
1st and 10 now at the 20-yard line. They're winding the clock, and you don't do that. Shut it down now there. 6 seconds winding off the clock there. Wow. 1st and 10 now. Mangum trailing for the first time tonight from their own 20-yard line. Pistol formation, change of play now at the line of scrimmage. Like guys were leaving early. Pump fake now. Colton. He'll get chased out of the pocket. He'll throw in the pass in and out of the hands of the defender and then nearly picked off by Dalen Stacy. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Cole Moore was there. Looked like he may have made the interception, but it went through his hands, and then Stacy couldn't hold on. 2nd down and 10. Second time tonight, Mangum looks like they started early out on the wings and got away with it. 9:16 left here in this third quarter, brought to us by 333 Dental. Couple of wide receivers here on the near side. Going to fake the handoff. It's Laughlin out in space, has the 25-30, and out across the 32-yard line to the 33, and that'll be good enough for a first down. Great play design there. They spread the field and let Laughlin go with the RPO, and he had all kinds of room and picked up the first down. 1st and 10 at the 33. So both coaches kind of going into their bag of tricks. 3 minutes gone by in the third. Laughlin wants to throw. Colton does. That's got to be pass interference. Ball going to be picked off. And taking it the other way. And boy, I tell you what. This is – I don't want to be critical of the officials, and I won't be. But I will say this. That ball got intercepted. They should have let the play go ahead and play out. It would have been a touchdown for Hobart, going to come back because there was obvious pass interference. But an inadvertent whistle, they'll stop the play. Penalty flag sets at the 44-yard line of Mangum.
That is frustrating. An inadvertent whistle, calling that play dead. Should have been ran out to completion.
Well, Webb got hit well before the ball got to him. Ball popped up in the air, and as we mentioned, Hobart picks it off, and whistles are blowing, and that's what they call an anticipation call. You know, sometimes in baseball, a guy will call somebody out at second or third base because the ball beats them there, whether the tag was there or not. Kind of the same thing. You anticipate that ball after that pass interference is going to fall to the ground. So pass interference is called. That is the correct call. And it would have been called regardless of the inadvertent whistle or not. Whitehead going to come over and have a conversation with Cole Allison. And Coach Allison he's not disputing it. It's the correct call. I'm just curious about the mark-off. Now they'll give him a first down out to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. That's like a 10-yard penalty. And should be 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Oh, well. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. Shotgun formation. Colton fakes the handoff, fires fastball near side, and gathered in. What a catch there by Bryson Williams. Williams had to go out and get that thing and then cradle it against his body so it didn't pop free, and he'll gain 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Coverage there by Mark Hollister. Bryson, good hands. Luke Rogers now is the tailback for Mangum. That's Quan Bailey instead. They'll hand it off to Bailey, and Bailey trips at about the 48-yard line, maybe gained a half yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down now and about 5 for the Tigers. Mangum had a hard time running the football tonight.
They've had a difficult time, and the pursuit from these Bearcats on passing plays has been excellent. Coverage has been good, so Tigers are doing well to gain yards.
Look for Leighton Ketchum out here on the near side. He's got some room. Laughlin looks that way. Now pump fake roll. Far side being chased. Throws on the run. Pass is incomplete. That one skipped in there. And the officials say, yeah, incomplete pass. Hobart kids getting excited, trying to get the fans here on the near side jacked up. Meantime, the fans across the way from Mangum getting heated as well. Personal foul on the play. Yep, they got the call. Late hit on Colton Laughlin. And I think that's what the folks from Mangum were. And nobody could see the flag because it was on the in front of the Mangum bench. And you could see the fans across the way really getting excited over there. And
still on their feet.
Yeah, personal foul. They really pounded Laughlin when he threw the football. And so they'll mark this one. And a minute ago, when the mark-off was only 10 yards, this looks like it's about a 30-yard mark-off. They'll take it inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Wow.
Big play.
1st and 10. Laughlin, shotgun, rolls, far side, slings the ball, caught, and we got a stoppage of play before it ever gets underway. Illegal procedure called against the Tigers. That time they were going to Leighton Ketchum. You could tell they were setting it up, trying to get Ketchum out in space, out on the wing, and they had the play there, but an illegal procedure against the Tigers.
Well, they've got away with that a few times,
yeah,
Michael, but not that play.
Last week, and I never did talk about it on my show in the morning, but last week there was a football game that was forfeited because the officials were not making calls. Maud, in a ball game, they had kids getting hurt, and the coach in the third quarter pulled his kids off the field.
Huh.
You won't see that here tonight, but Laughlin 1st and 15. Pump fake, looks, goes deep. Williams near side, pass incomplete. Look at the bracket coverage down the field by Hobart. Good job there. Mark Hollister and Cole Moore. No way that one's getting fitted in to Bryson Williams. It'll be 2nd down and 15.
And how much of an impact do you think those 2 weeks of preparation has for these Bearcats against that Mangum deep ball?
Well, and again, Williams has been the deep threat all season long, and he just had a hard time finding space throughout the evening. And that should be 5 free yards right there. He jumped it. Oh, my goodness. That's an automatic call. Wow. 7:40 left in the third. Laughlin from the shotgun. Pump fake. And now going to get sacked. Lost the football. Picked up by Bailey. And a heads-up play there by Quan. It'll be 3rd down and forever for Mangum.
And there's not a happy Tiger in this stadium right now, Michael.
Well, I mean, when you jump into the neutral zone, anyhow, it'll be 3rd down and long. Ball at the 28-yard line. That's the line to make, the 28-yard line. Ball sitting back here at the 47 of Mangum. So they're going to get to the Hobart 28 for a first down. Catch him in motion. They're going to run a screen pass to Webb. He'll make the 45, still on his feet at the 40. And down to, he's do-si-doed and slung out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, and they're going to get a penalty flag on that. That may be a horse collar across the way.
And
And it is really getting heated out on the field and here in the press box as well. Coaches don't have filters. And the kiddos are looking at us like, can you believe what's going on? So another personal foul penalty against Hobart, and it'll get Mangum a first down. And they either called the tackle out of bounds or a horse collar, and it may have been just a simple tackle out of bounds. So kids getting jacked up, and the officials as well. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Hobart down 27-20. Bailey on the handoff, and convoy of blockers in front of him, and Bernard going to get spun down at about the 15, submarining in Matthew Molina on the stop. And they'll give him 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6. 6:40 left here in the third, brought to us by 333 Dental. Quick snap, back to Bailey. Bernard, nope, they faked it to him. That was Laughlin on the keeper, and he'll take it down to the 15. I'll tell you what, that is great sleight of hand again. Second time tonight we've been fooled by the non-handoff. So 3rd down and about 4 now. Big play here for the Tigers. Down by a 7 spot, 27-20. From the shotgun, Laughlin rolling near side, has time, looks, now flush from the pocket, gets a block, throws, corner of the end zone, ball up for grabs, caught by Bryson Williams, touchdown, Mangum.
And that ball was very nearly picked off, Michael, but the right football player came down with the football if you're a Mangum Tiger fan.
Well, the thing about Bryson Williams, and we have seen this all season long, and I should have asked Coach Pennypacker if he's going to be on the basketball team. He has got the strongest hands of any player I have seen on a high school level in a long, long time. And he has snatched balls out of the air all season long. Case in point right there. Stacy now on the quarterback keeper for the 2-point conversion, and he is into the end zone for the score. And with 6:02 left in the third, Mangum back on top. Woo, 28-27, a heavyweight tilt going on here. 28-27, Mangum in front of Hobart with 6:02 left in the third. We're back to Bearcat Stadium after this. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Well, Mangum answers the touchdown drive of Hobart, and they take the lead on the 2-point conversion. But again, at the end of the play, extracurricular activity and another personal foul called against Mangum. It'll be marched off on the kickoff. Wow.
And what an exciting 10 minutes that last little run was here in the third quarter of play. A lot of stuff happened on this football field.
Yeah, it certainly has. And some of it have been good, some of it not so good. And again, Mangum will have to kick from their own 25-yard line. So the very short field will be awarded, you would think, again, to this group from Hobart. 6:02 left in the third quarter of play.
And remember, starting the third quarter, Hobart was able to take advantage of the same situation and score a quick touchdown after that short field.
Either you girls got an iPhone charger?
I do, and a bag. Here, I'll get it here.
All right, thank you. Got to keep up to date with the Facebook crowd, and my phone's dead.
First world problems, Michael.
Yeah, it's just, they'll teach us to talk about it on the way to the ball game. Jackson Warner, hand over end kick, fielded back at the 29-yard line by Hollister, marked to the 35, looks for a block at the 40, he'll get it, and finally pushed out of bounds at about the 45-yard line of Hobart. So the Bearcats again will get excellent field position because of that deep kick. Thank you, ma'am. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Mangum. What do we need to do? Do we have a plug-in, or should we just do it with the USB?
Either way, we'll get you power. That's
All
probably
right.
the easiest.
46-yard line, 1st and 10 now for this group from Hobart. As we play here in quarter number 3. Mangum back on top. with 5:56 left in the third, 28-27. Toss sweep near side and to the short side of the field, not much room there. And out to the 50-yard line will go tailback Cade Lyons, run out of bounds by Colton Laughlin and Brent Shelby. And actually, that's not Brent Shelby, it's Brody Shelby. Wow. So second down, a gain of 4 on the play, second down and 6. I think that's working. That's okay. We got it. Thank you. So second down and 6 for the midfield stripe. Toss sweep, other way. Lyons, met at the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, and pushes forward all the way down to the 46-yard line. Looked like he was going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, broke the tackle of Stacy, and finally got knocked off his feet by Elijah Bernal, but big carry there, and it'll bring up a third down and short. Looked like it was going to be third down and long, but again, great effort. And you talked about it earlier. I mean, Cade Lyons not listed as a very big kid.
And he doesn't look it in his jersey, but he is a strong runner.
5:20 left here in the third. Keeping it this time, Moore. He'll pick up the first down of Moore. 45, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and knocked down there. A touchdown-saving tackle in the open field by Mangum's Bryson Williams. But it'll be first down, and let's see if they mark him inside the 10, right at the 10. So it'll be first and 10 from there. Wow. You asked me about a scouting report. I told you Cole Moore is just a marvelous athlete. We have known him for an eon. So first and 10 from the 10. As we show 4:58 left here in the third. Third period brought to us by 333 Dental. Toss sweep near side Lions. Cuts it back the other way. McGill slows him down. The play going to be finished off by Shelby again. Good open field tackle that time by Shelby. And Brody probably saved a touchdown there. 4:30 and running here in this third quarter. 28-27. Is that noise coming from me?
I think it's the Charger.
Moore underneath center. I formation. Going to keep it himself. Cuts it back up inside. Runs into his own man. And then gets stopped at the 5-yard line. And Mangum got a break there because Cole Moore ran into his own guy. Good stop there defensively, though, by McGill as Corbin hung in there. So that'll bring up a third down and 5 as we play here in quarter number 3. 3:45 left in the frame. Whatever you did, you got it to work, so you're magical. Split out here on the near side, Hollister. Let's see if they try to run the football or if they go up top. Underneath center, Moore. Going to keep it himself. Weaves his way along the line of scrimmage. Good job that time by Travanka. Big fella got his arms wrapped around Moore and stopped him at about the 3.5-yard line. It'll be 4th and goal from there.
And as you said, great stop by the big man.
Well, now what does Colt Allison do here? Does he try to kick a field goal or does he go for it?
We've seen the Tigers struggle from deep inside. They've shown difficulty running the ball. I think you go for it on 4th, and if you don't convert, you're not in that bad of a position.
Well, Colt Allison has opted to go for it. Down by 1, 28-27. I formation. Moore underneath center. Lions the tailback. They'll hand it off to him, and he's into the end zone for the score. Well, we've not gotten an official call yet. Now, I don't think he got there.
I don't think he did.
Well, it looked like he made it in. The official on the far side coming in as though it were going to be a touchdown, and then the official here on the near side waved him off. No, he did not make it. Lions did not make it into the end zone. Great defensive stand by those big guys up front. As coming into the ballgame was Payson Jenkins. He got help as well from Chris Harper. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum. They have the football at their own 1-yard line with 2:47 left here in the third. Wow.
Awesome defensive stand. Let's see if the Tigers can make good of it here.
Well, they now suddenly are calling that illegal procedure that they did not call in the first half. And that's where the wide receivers are taking off about a half step prior to the snap count. So that'll mark it back inside the 1. It'll still be about 1st and 10.5 now.
How good are you at fractions, Michael? That's what we're doing now.
2:45 left here in the third. 28-27. Mangum by 1. From the shotgun, Laughlin going to keep it himself. Colton gets out of the end zone and pushes the pile forward to about the 3 or 4 yard line. In fact, they'll give him the 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from there. Well, you've got to have some confidence in your offensive line and your quarterback to snap it to him in the end zone and say, go ahead and try to pick up the first down even though you're 4 yards deep in the end zone.
That is a gutsy play right there, gutsy call. Great execution by the Tigers.
Yeah, they did. They played it extremely well. So 2nd down and they'll call it 7. They only gave him 3. Laughlin again spinning in the end zone. Throws, pass, caught, catch him. First down to Moore. He's out to the 15, 16, and 17-yard line. Open field tackle by Mark Hollister. But with 2:05 left in the third quarter of play, that gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone and gives them some breathing room all the way, in fact, out to the 18-yard line. And that's a play that they have been working on setting up. I talked about it earlier in the broadcast, but catch them run out in space. They run off the defenders, and it's an easy pitch and catch. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff to Webb. Colton throws. Pass caught. Williamson close to a first down. Tight coverage there by Cole Moore. But again, you see those strong hands of Bryson Williams. Even though he's got coverage all over him and getting whacked as he makes the play, he's strong enough to hold that ball in.
What a difference maker that is, and what a strike by Laughlin coming in there.
Well, they're going to measure here. We've seen him now for, 3 years, Colton Laughlin, and his ability to throw the football. And, man, he can absolutely uncork it. And I think sometimes we take it for granted just how well he throws the ball, not only from a fastball standpoint, but also his accuracy.
Well, his accuracy is so much better this season than we've seen in the past. And he's obviously done a lot of work on that. We've always known he's had a cannon, but that cannon has turned into a laser.
Oh, a little mini-me action there. Shagalicious. I love it. Yeah. It's a laser. A laser. Oh, my goodness. Those are some funny movies. For those of you who are of the PG crowd. If not, you probably wouldn't appreciate it. Minute 44 left here in the third, 28-27. Just shy of the first down after the pitch and catch. It'll be 2nd and about a half yard. Laughlin throws, pass nearly picked off. Boy, I tell you what, he got away with one there. Went with a pump fake and not buying it was Tommy Lancaster. Tommy just sitting back there waiting to pick that one off and go the other way, and he just missed. 3rd and about a half yard.
And I mentioned it earlier in the contest, but I think these Hobart Bearcats have watched a little bit of film on these Tigers.
Yeah, there's no question about it. That extra week, even though they didn't get a chance to play, Colt Allison spent a lot of time with the kids in the film room, and it shows off here tonight. 3rd and a half yard. Laughlin going to keep it himself, and he will eke out the first down near the 30-yard line. They mark him at about the 29.5, but again, that's good enough for a first down. Lions hit on the stop for Hobart, but 1:25 shows on the clock here in the third. Mangum 28, Hobart 27. Again, I yacked about it all week long on the Michael in the Morning radio program about how good this game was going to be. It has lived up to its billing. So from the pistol, 3 wide receivers here on the near side. They're going to roll Laughlin the other way, gets a block, and takes it across the 35 out to near the 36-yard line. So a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. And again, you overload here on the near side until Colton get a block from your fullback and get after it. Had another penalty flag that was waved off. That's the second time tonight. Is it just falling out of your pocket, sir? I'm just curious. 109 left here in the third. And Colt Allison, he's kind of looking at the white hat, and he's just putting his hands out like, okay, what was that? 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Bailey split out to the far side by himself. Colton from the shotgun looks this way, has time, throws, deep ball, got Webb. Fisher, catch is made inside the 30, all the way down to the 21-yard line. Fisher-Webb. Well, when you give Colton Laughlin that much time, Fisher-Webb gets deep behind the secondary, and a great pitch and catch there for a big first down inside Hobart territory.
And that's the big play the Tigers have been looking for. Talk about making up yards in a hurry. Laughlin to Webb, that's a good combination.
1st and 10 from the 21. Laughlin, quick count, keeps the ball himself. Little jab step inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line, but this one's going to come back as we'll have holding on the interior. One of the big uglies up front grabbing some jersey, and that'll cost Mangum 10 yards. And that happens because guys are getting tired. we're going hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Had the long pass play. You run down field, you got to get set up. Those big uns, they get a little bit tired up front, and then they start grabbing at things.
You betcha. That's about a 40-yard sprint after giving some great protection for Laughlin. They were pretty tired, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and folks don't realize it, in that short 4 to 5 yard area where you're just out there just going after somebody and they're coming after you, it does expel a lot of energy. So Mangum will have it on the first and long down the far sideline. That's Webb breaking a couple of tackles, and Fisher finally blasted out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. But is this one coming back as well? Leighton Ketchum looked to be upset on the play. Oh, they said he stepped out. Actually, at about the, they'll call him out at the 15-yard line. One of the kids is named Fudd. We got to figure out who Fudd is, because Ralph Davis says Fudd is plug in the middle. Inside handoff, Bailey, and Bernard does a good job to break a couple of tackles. Take it inside the 15, down to about the 12-yard line, maybe inside the 12, and he is at the 11. That's good enough for a first down. Wow. So first down for Mangum as they have it at the 11-yard line. 30 seconds left here in the third. Brought to you by 333 Dental. Send a man in motion. They'll hand it off instead to Bailey Bernard. He runs right into big old Rhett Duff, and Bernard going to lose that contest every time. Loss of a couple back to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down and 12 from there. That was probably the final play of period number 3, and indeed it will be. So we head to the fourth. Mangum by a 1, 28 for the Tigers, 27 for Hobart. We return to Bearcat Stadium after this on Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
So we're waiting for information to find out who Fudd is. We will here in a moment. Jesus Junior Ramirez, Bend Don't Break, great Series D. That was on the stop not long ago. Also, Ralph Davis says bombs. Raymond Panetta, Fishman, and Ricardo Solis, great catch. By the way, not to put any pressure on you or anything, but there's about 120 people that are watching right now just on the Facebook page. That doesn't count OKSports.tv or the people who are listening in on radio.
No pressure. That's what happens when you get a cameraman for borrow, Michael. And I unfortunately missed that great catch by Fisher, but what a great run after catch he had.
Yep. So Mangum on top, 28-27, second down and about a dozen to go. They can actually make a first down at the 1-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 13, and now Hobart late to get players in from the sidelines, and they reset the play clock. Wow. So the fourth quarter gets underway, and we'll get a penalty flag to begin it. What a big surprise. Illegal procedure going to be called against Mangum. Well, like the Desert Rose Band used to say, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Mangum had it first and 10 a moment ago at the 11-yard line. Now it'll be second down and about 16 for the 17-yard line.
And I got to say, they've been consistent all night. They have not had many opportunities to get away with that motion. And,
No, they certainly haven't in the second half. And it may have been something Coach Allison talked about to the officials during the halftime break. Colton looking this way, has Webb, flush from the pocket. Oh, he breaks a couple of tackles. Look at this, now got room. Little ball fake, he's got the 10, still on his feet, and makes it down to near the 5-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, it looked like Colton Laughlin was going to get lit up like the proverbial Christmas tree. Somehow felt the pressure, ducked away from it, and picked up a big gain.
Great run by a senior quarterback just to read the defense, and it just a moment longer, and he'd been planted for about another 7 or 8 yard loss.
Third down and 4 for a first down, 5 for a touchdown. Laughlin fires, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown by Leighton Ketchum. We do have a penalty flag on the play. I'm going to get holding called against Mangum. Wow. Laughlin rolling across his body, spun through the fastball to catch him. Layton made the play, but a penalty flag did fly. 11:49 left in the ball game. And you can hear one of the coaches talking to the captain from Hobart, and the coach from upstairs is like, yeah, we're going to take this. It's not like we'll decline it. So pass interference actually is going to be the call against Mangum. They must have said that Ketchum pushed off to clear that space. So it'll be marked on from the point of infraction. That'll take the ball back to the 11-yard line. Wow. Just outside the 11. And it brings up about a 3rd down and 10 from where this series of plays started. My goodness. Look at this offensive line here now. It is a line. They'll break out of it and go back to a conventional look. 3 wide receivers split to the far side. And procedure going to be called on Mangum. Wow. Well, you know what? 6th week of the season, Sam Powers says we shouldn't be making these kind of penalties.
This is not the time you never want to be making penalties, but definitely not in this situation, trying to get in the end zone to extend that lead.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. These kids, I mean, this is kind of uncharted territory for them. 5-0 on the year, an opportunity to go 2-0 inside the district and really have the inside track to win it. If they can come up with a victory here tonight, ranked number 10 in the state, all that stuff coming to mind. Oh, and by the way, you're playing your arch rival, the Hobart Bearcats.
Just a little bit of anxious out there, do you think, maybe?
Other than that, they showing 4th down, but that's not right. Should be 3rd down. 3 wide receivers here on the near side. One of those is Isaac Batoha. And before the play could be run, a timeout taken by Hobart. How about that? 11:48 left here in the ball game. 28-27. It says 4th down. I don't think that's right. It should be 3rd down. We'll check it after this. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Laughlin drops back to pass, looks end zone. Dalen Stacy can't hold on to the football. It is incomplete. And I guess that was a 4th down play. Wow.
Well, Michael, you and I must have lost a play there. We were certain that was 3rd down and 15.
Yeah. Apparently we did because I thought we missed one somewhere along the way, and we apologize for that. By the way, we have found out that Fudd is Payson Jenkins.
Payson Jenkins. Yeah. Well, that's fitting. I can see that.
Yeah. Except I'm going to go up and say, now look, Payson, I'm not calling you this, okay? Because I realize you're really big and can squash me like a grape. But how come your nickname's Fudd? 1st and 10 now. They'll go on the sweep here on the near side. That's got to be a holding out on the edge. Turning the corner is Lyons. Lyons going to hurdle a man at the 25-yard line and fly all the way out to the 31. Do we have a penalty on the play? Boy, it sure looked like Colton Laughlin got held on the corner there, didn't it? Man.
I'm with you. I don't see any laundry on the floor.
Well, Michelle Keelan-Gellner says, let's do this, Bearcats. So we've had one that's switched from the 1420 version to our version. By the way, Donna Williams-Terry, thank you so much. We appreciate that, kid. Leanna Dickey, she says, hey, they don't play. Ben Smith, one-time former sideline announcer with Michael and the Hobart crew. Watching tonight, good to have you alongside Ben. Inside handoff to the fullback. Good defense there as Garrett Dye got wrapped up immediately. Now we'll get a penalty flag fly at the end of the play. Making the sign for the Tigers there was Quan Bailey. Got some help as well from the freshman Brody Shelby. And I believe he got a hold called against this group from Hobart. Yeah, and Dalen Stacy says, thank you, we'll accept it. 5 infraction, so the mark down from the 30 back to the 20. 11:26 left here in the ballgame. You realize the fourth quarter started about 25 minutes ago on the clock, the actual clock, and the game clock we're at 11:26. Wow.
34 seconds into it, Michael.
Yeah. So the line to make for a first down is the 40. It's at the 20-yard line of Hobart. Toss sweep near side. And how about Travanka coming around the edge and making the play in the open field. Got some help as well from McGill. And that'll bring up a second down at about 20. No gain on the play. And suddenly the defenses on both sides of the football are getting a little bit, can you say Janet Jackson? Nasty, boys. Minute gone by here in the fourth. Apparently nobody likes my Janet Jackson impersonation. The girls are just like clueless. I think it's because they're cold. They didn't wear enough clothes. We're in the press box, but it's still chilly. Deep handoff now to Lyons. Cuts it back to the inside, staying at home. Corbin McGill again makes the tackle. And the tackling has been much better here late in the third quarter and into the fourth period by Mangum.
And if you're a Tiger fan, that's exactly what you want to see. These big boys making some big plays. That's what takes you deep into a season, Michael.
All right, so to bring up a third down and long now for Hobart. Bearcats the line to make the 40-yard line. Line of scrimmage going to be the 22, so that's third down and 18. Hobart changing out personnel. They have not thrown a lot tonight, but you would think that this would be a throwing situation. 10-10 left of the ball game. I formation. Moore drops back the pass. Has time. Looks deep. Throws. And the pass is too long. It was intended for Mark Hollister. And Hollister had a step on Fisher Webb. But Moore's pass too long. It's incomplete. Mangum will apparently get the ball on a punt attempt here with 10:04 left of the ball game.
And what a great defensive stand to make the most of that holding call, Michael, for the extended 1st and 20.
Well, yeah, you bring up a good point. You talk about taking advantages of turnovers, but sometimes you got to take advantage of a penalty like that, and they did that. Yeah, that's why we hired you. You got savvy on it. Hollister to punt the football away now for Hobart. Webb here on the near side. Williams up top to receive the punt. No pressure on Hollister. Off the side of his foot, and will pitch forward there. Kind of like a Justin O'Neill drive, and rolls inside the 45 to about the 44.5-yard line. And Mangum will go to work from there. 1st and 10, up by 1, 28-27 with 9:53 left of the ball game.
Well, Michael, I'll say this. I'm worth every penny you paid for me. That was one good walking taco I had earlier.
Yeah, I mean, Justin, a bottle of Coke and a walking taco, and he's up here working with me. I appreciate it. 1st and 10 now from Mangum. Boy, they didn't get set. And it's just,
here it is again.
Yeah. And there's some miscommunication going on between the wide receivers and the quarterback, Laughlin. And this time out here on this near side, it was Ketchum, Webb, and Bryson Williams. And none of them were set when the ball was snapped.
Nobody was set.
Yeah, they're all kind of walking around like it was a Canadian Football League game.
Think we've changed the snap count a few times tonight, Michael?
Well, we have, and Colton, Colton, he's just one of those up-tempo kind of guys, but got to let his receivers get set out on the edge. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 40. 9:52 left of the ball game. Laughlin going to keep it himself, looks for a hole, gets it across the 45. He'll take it out to about the 48-yard line. So nice running there by Colton. He'll get 8 of the yards back, and that brings up a second down at about 8. That'll mark him down to 47. So second down and 7. As the clock continues to run, tick, 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 tick. 9:30 left of the ball game. 28-27. Mangum now, and I like this. They're beginning to run a little bit of clock now instead of going such up tempo. Laughlin out in the flat, caught by Webb. He has the 50, gets a block, takes it inside the 45, down to about the 42-yard line. Well, they'll mock him out at the 43. Nonetheless, good enough for a first down. So a little pitch and catch out on the end. Mangum will move the sticks. And mark him actually at the 44-yard line. And still good enough for a first down. Official doing a little do-si-do. Stacy now here on the near side in the slot. Webb all the way out on the edge. Ketchum on the far side. Laughlin turns, hands it off to Bernard. And again, illegal procedure going to be called against Mangum. And that's right where we are on the 45-yard line of the Tigers. What did you see there, Justin O'Neill?
I look like out here, I don't know, I can't see numbers, but one of our receivers is just moving before the snap. Just trying to get a little bit early and going before the ball goes.
And Fisher Webb looking at the official saying, was it me? And it's a rolling start. I mean, if you were running track, you'd be disqualified because the gun would be going off and you'd be coming back. So first down now and 15. The line of bank, the 34. Line of scrimmage, the 49. Pistol formation. Laughlin fakes the handoff to Bailey. Colton getting pressure, running for his life, and he'll get tackled from behind. Great effort that time on the defensive side by Garrett Dye. Dye missed the first time when he went by Laughlin, but Garrett didn't give up, kept swimming upstream, and made the tackle all the way back at the Mangum 42-yard line.
Big loss there, Michael. And we mentioned it a moment ago for the Tigers whenever they took advantage of a penalty, and there we have the Bearcats taking advantage of a penalty.
8:20 left of the ball game. Second down and a long 24, closer to 25 for Mangum to pick up a first down. Play clock down to 10. Laughlin from the shotgun. Flush from the pocket, has pressure, throws off his back foot, up for grabs, and the ball knocked away. Boy, I tell you what, Leighton Ketchum made a nice play. They're going to get him for pass interference. Well, Ketchum, and you know what? That's one that I live with because Ketchum knocked the football away from the defender. That ball was going to be picked off by Caden Shoffley.
Sometimes as a receiver, you almost have to play defense on a play like that, and it's, as you said, that's one I'm fine with if I'm a coach.
All right, now here's where we're going to learn whether they have changed the rule, and on offensive pass interference, you also lose the down because that's where we lost that down a moment ago. Oh, they're going to decline it. How about that? Coach Allison says, no, we don't want it. Give us third down and long. Wow. Are you surprised by that?
I'm surprised, especially with the firepower this Mangum offense has. We'll see what happens. You know they're going to wind up and put it in the air. Loss of down.
And it is a loss of down. All right, I did not know that offensive pass interference was a loss of down. So it's third down. That's where we lost it during that sequence before, yeah. All right, third down and movement, and they'll get 5 yards back. Now, see, this happened earlier in the ball game, and they didn't blow the whistle. the defense encroached, there wasn't any call. So a hard count there by Colton Laughlin will get 5 of the yards back. Heady play there by Laughlin. 8:01 left of the ball game. We have got, and those of you who are old enough to remember it, an Alcoa fantastic finish coming up here. Pistol formation. Laughlin with time, throws, has a man, passes in and out of the hands of Dalen Stacy. And that may have been tipped, or at least the vision was occluded there by Matthew Molina as he flashed by late as the ball whistled past. So Mangum is going to be forced to punt the ball away. Okay, so there's 8:02 when that play started. There's 8 minutes. You got to. That play was 2 seconds long.
2-second play, Michael.
Oh, all right then. Wow. So Mangum in punt formation, 4th and long. Laughlin kicks it high into the nighttime air. The ball will hit at the 20, spin forward, and be downed at the 15-yard line. Good job that time by Mangum. Payson Jenkins, or as Fudd, as his friends call him, downing the ball with 7:49 remaining. 28-27. Well, we had that flurry of scoring activity late in the first half. Same thing to begin the second half. And now it's just an old-fashioned slugfest.
I was about to say it's like a heavyweight matchup tonight, Michael. And, this is one of those that's going to go all 12 rounds.
So Hobart takes over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line. 7:49 remaining. 2 timeouts for the Bearcats, all 3 for Mangum. 2 wide receivers split out here on the near side for Hobart. They'll go I formation. Moore underneath center. He'll turn, keep it himself, tries to spin upfield, and boy, I tell you what, a swallow tackle there by JT Schrum. JT with a big bear hug and then down on the ground. No gain on the play, maybe a loss of a half yard. It'll be second down, 10.5.
And I like to see that Mangum defensive line. They are ready to play some football, aren't they?
Well, what they're doing is they're not overplaying. Remember, they missed a bunch of tackles early on in the ball game because they were trying to overplay, chase, and pursue. Now they're staying at home. Second down, 10.5. 7:15 left of the ball game. Moore rolling out here on the near side. Cole throws, pass is knocked to the ground. Colton Laughlin had it momentarily, couldn't hold on. Great defense there by Laughlin as he battled for the football with Chad Norman. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for Hobart with 7:10 left of the ball game. It's pretty good timing by Laughlin because when he started that descent on the wide receiver, I'm thinking, ooh, you're going to get there early, son.
And what do you think Coach Colt Allison has up his sleeve here? Do you think he goes to the air again, or do you think he's going to see if he can put it on the legs of Lions?
I think that he probably runs the football, and if he doesn't pick up the first down, is fine with a punt. And now we're going to get a timeout taken by the Bearcats. Boy, that's critical. 7:10 left of the ball game, 28-27. Second timeout of the half taken by Hobart. They trail by 1 on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Well, Ralph Davis loved your analogy to boxing, and he says, this could be the knockout punch right now.
I like the idea of that. Let's see if this defense can make a good stand.
3rd down, rolling out Moore. Cole throws, pass, caught for the first down of the 29-yard line. Pitch and catch there. Mark Hollister cut the route off, came back to the football, and picked up the first down. Emily Kennedy giving us the thumbs up. Raymond Panetta, back to that clock a couple of moments ago. He says hometown clock. Well, yeah, that happens. All right, down to 6:55 left of the ball game. And again, keep in mind, Hobart burned their second time out of the half a moment ago. See if that comes into play. 1st and 10, Moore, toss sweep, near side. Looking for room and not finding it anywhere is the tailback, Cade Lyons. Lyons, no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they'll give him a half yard. 2nd down, 9.5. Fisher Webb there along with Bailey. And that was Quan Bailey in on the stop. Saw Stetson Ryan in the neighborhood as well.
What a great job of that Mangum line. Just making sure that play just goes laterally and not giving any holes at all.
And you bring up a great point. That's what they've done in the last couple of series. Instead of trying to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, they're simply clogging things up and stringing it out, as you said. Go back to Lyons. He's got a whole right side. Look out. Webb tries to knock him off his feet at the 45. He's still on his feet and finally gets banged down at about the 42-yard line. Penalty flag flies late. They're going to get a block in the back called against Hobart. So some of that yardage picked up by Cade Lyons will be negated with that block in the back. Well, I tell you what, Bryson Williams got lit up on that play. I'm not so sure they don't call that one a clipping penalty. We don't see the clip called very often anymore.
And even though this one looks like it's going to come back a little bit, how slippery of a back is Lyons?
Yeah, he is. You know, we've seen him get bottled up, and that's when they put the bear hug on him, and he doesn't go anywhere. So a block in the back will be called. They'll mark it off from the point of infraction, which was the 45 of Mangum. They'll take it back to the 45-yard line of Hobart. It'll be a first down, though. 1st and 10 from there. 6 minutes left in the ball game. Mangum on top by 1, 28-27. Moore, I formation, turns, hands it off to Lyons. Lyons out near the 50, and he'll be dropped there. Positive yardage for the tailback Lyons. It'll be 2nd down and about 5. Corbin McGill in on the stop. Colton Laughlin and the freshman Brody Shelby. 2nd down and 5. You're pretty tough when you get 5 yards at a chunk. Clock shows 5:35 remaining. Mangum all 3 of their timeouts. As we mentioned, Hobart with only 1. They trail by 1. Midfield stripe. 2nd down and 5. Moore underneath center. He falls down, got the ball away. Lions with room down the far sideline. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Loses the ball out of bounds as he is tackled from behind by Colton Laughlin. Saving a touchdown on the play was Laughlin. Wow.
And Johnny on the spot was Lyons to really make something out of that play. I thought it was going to be down at midfield, Michael.
Well, getting stepped on as he came out from underneath center was Cole Moore. He had the presence of mind to pitch the ball to Lyons, who made a shoestring catch and then went down the far sideline. 1st and goal from the 6 for Hobart. 5:15 left in the ball game. Somewhere the Who is singing Out of My Brain on the 5:15. 1st and goal from the 6. Moore. Handoff. Lyons. Cuts inside and dives to the end zone. He will score. Lions with the score from 6 yards away. And with 5:10 remaining, Hobart has gone back on top, 33-28, with what no doubt will be the 2-point conversion on the way. Well, this one far from being over. We learned that at the end of the first half of play when a dozen points got put on the board in less than 2 minutes.
Seems like we've been playing this fourth quarter for about an hour.
It has been an extended period of play, no doubt about it. So Moore and company now for 2 points. Cole going to keep it himself, runs the option, pitches it late, ball on the ground, and finally going to be picked up by nobody as it's a hot potato, and now it will be picked up by the Mangum Tigers, and that is Corbin McGill. So the 2-point conversion, no good. 5:10 left of the ball game. Hobart back on top, 33-28 for the Tigers. They get the ball on the kickoff after this. Classic Hits 97.7 at oksports.tv.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Justin O'Neill and I have been friends for a long time. One of the things that we pride ourselves on when it comes to politics is that we accept viewpoints of both sides of the aisle. We've got both sides of the aisle out here on the football field that are watching our broadcast on oksports.tv. Those from Hobart, those from Mangum as well. Nick and Ashley Dean say, let's go Cats. Richard Solis, come on, D. Got to hold him. Kelly King, go defense. Mary Kay Alt, way to go Cats. So here we go, set to kick the football away. Will be Jandro Stafford. Stafford end over end kick, near side, Webb with the field. At the 27, got the 30, going to go cross field. 35 gets a block at the 40, out across the 45, still on his feet, and he'll make it to the 47-yard line and get tackled from behind by the kicker, Stafford. Fisher slow to get up, but he is okay now. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum. Great field position. 5:03 left in the ball game. Still a ton of time. 3 timeouts on the board for the Tigers.
Lots of time. What a great return by Fish. And how about that long drive for the Bearcats? That was pretty eventful drive that they had there.
If you're Mangum, though, you don't have to push the panic button. 1st and 10. Laughlin wants to throw, flush from the pocket. He'll scramble across the 50, makes a move, and takes it down to the 45-yard line. And that's just the great athlete that Colton Laughlin is. They got him at the 45-yard line, but that's a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3.
And what great awareness to tuck and run on that as he looked up, had no options, a little bit of pressure. He said, let's put this ball on the ground and make some yards.
Webb here on the near side, split out top. That is Bryson Williams in the slot. Catch him. And again, they're not letting the wide receivers get snap. And, I mean, that's an easy call.
Yep.
Didn't call it in the first half, but they have sure jumped on it here in the second half of play.
And they could have called it the play before, Michael, and didn't. And this Hobart Bearcat coach the sideline. They were reminding this line judge that, hey, they're jumping. They're still jumping. They got them that time.
I mean, it's a rolling start like what you see in arena football or Canadian football, and you can't do it in American football. So it's now second down and about 7. Same formation. Laughlin going to keep it, and he'll avoid the blitz and take it back to the original or the line of scrimmage prior to the illegal procedure. So it'll be third down now, both the 46-yard line. The line to make for a first down, the 42. So it's third down and 3. Clock shows 4:05 remaining.
Would you take a timeout here, Michael?
No, I don't think so. I think you just keep in rhythm. And I think they've already decided they're going to go for it if they don't make the first down. Third down, and boy, there could have been the penalty there. Didn't get it. Fisher-Webb with a catch. He is pushed out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. That's a first down for Mangum, and they got away with that rolling start again.
They sure did, didn't they? This whole Bearcat sideline wanted a flag on that one for sure.
And I'm not sure why the kids keep doing it. 3:50 left in the ball game. Clock stopped. Fourth period of play. Hobart on top, 33-28. Laughlin hands it off to Bernard, looking for a blocker. Gets it and takes it inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. Bernard Bailey running hard. In on the stop for the Bearcats. Out on the edge there, and that was a good tackle because Bailey was ready to take off for the house. Drew Duff makes the play. So second down and 5. Back to Bailey, left side, first down and more as Bernard takes it to the 25. Bernard Bailey running hard and getting some good blocks out there on the edge. Boy, the Big Ugly's getting it done right now. J.T. Schrum and Chris Harper.
Getting it done, and I think Bernard got a little ear hole at the end of that run. Looked like he got his bell rung.
Back to Bailey, same play, and Bernard going to get spun down inside the 25, back to about the 22-yard line. Penalty flag will fly on the play, and I think we're going to get holding called against the Tigers. We're talking about we got 2 penalty flags now. May have offsetting flags. We've got a hold on Mangum, and there may have been a face mask at the end of that play. Clock stop with 3:19 remaining. The white hat tells us chop block called against Mangum, horse collar called on Hobart. So we had the calls wrong, but they did offset nonetheless.
As long as they're offsetting, that's what we wanted, right?
So they'll replay the down. It'll be first and 10. Ball at the 26. 3:19 remaining. 33-28, 5-point lead for Hobart. Laughlin from the shotgun with time. Pump fake, throws, across the middle of the field. Oh, he had Leighton catch him back behind the defense and couldn't get him the football. It'll be second down and 10. That may have been one where Colton got a little bit anxious, trying to force that football in there.
Well, he could feel the pressure right off his back pocket, too, Michael. I don't blame him for getting rid of the ball a little quick.
You're right. Matthew Molina got there late. You're right. Is that a layer of fog that has come in? Do we have the marine layer coming in?
The marine layer is rolling in quick.
Third handoff here to Bailey, and Bernard gets smacked, but he keeps pushing the pile forward. How about that? Bernard Bailey takes it for 5 yards, and the last 4 of it was just because it was a road grader type thing. Take it down to about the 21-yard line, and that'll bring up a third down and 5. 2:50 left in the ball game. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. One up top. Laughlin from the shotgun. Penalty flag will fly. My goodness. Wow. Illegal procedure against Mangum. That is unbelievable.
I've lost count a long time ago, Michael.
Yeah, my pencil broke and my eraser's done. And, that's just – boy, and it comes at a critical time, too. You've got third manageable, third about 4.5, 5 yards. Now you're looking at third down at about 9.5. 2:40 left in the ball game, and at this point, I got to believe this is 4-down territory, isn't it?
It's got to be 4-down territory. We've got to get some points on the board, and these boys just regroup. Let's make a good, solid play and see how close we can get to that first down on this one.
Well, if you're the wide receivers, you got to make sure that you get to the sticks on your route. Laughlin from the shotgun, all kinds of time. He'll throw into the end zone. Pass is incomplete. It was intended for Dalen Stacy. So it'll be 4th down. 2:24 left of the ball game. Well, you've got 3 timeouts remaining, 2:24 left. You don't pick up the first down. You give them a long field, and you can stop the clock 3 times.
I agree with you. You don't want to burn one before this. Obviously, we're trying to make it.
Well,
but guess what?
Going to call a timeout here. Yep. 2:24 left of the ball game. 33-28. Nail-biter going on. Come on back to the edge of your chair after this. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
All right, here we go now. Give you a game reset. 2:24 remaining. 2 timeouts for Mangum, 1 for Hobart. 4th down and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Bailey going to go in motion on the far side. Back by himself is Laughlin. Colton going to roll. Throws. Ball wobbles, and it is caught for a touchdown by Fisher Webb. Oh, baby! How about that?
And that has been great connection. So much with Laughlin to Webb. I tell you what, those boys are hooked up. And what a great way to just get free and make that catch was Fish.
Some confusion in the secondary on the part of Hobart. You could see it at the end. Matthew Molina and Mark Hollister didn't know who was supposed to cover Webb. And my goodness, what a great pitch and catch there. Touchdown from 26 yards away on 4th down. Here's Stacy from the shotgun. 2-point conversion. And he'll get dragged down from behind. And the 2-point conversion is no good. It's a 1-point ball game. 34-33, 2:18 remaining. Oh, babysitters, we're not even close to being done. Come on back to Bearcat Stadium. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Well, I tell you what, your analogy of a fight was just absolutely spot on. If you're scoring this one and you're ringside, it's a 10-9 round, this time taken by Mangum. And if you go to the scorecards, you're about even.
It's about even. That's right, Michael. It's going to go basically to who does the last punching at the very end. And we've got a lot of clock left in this football game.
Well, the nice thing about it, it's a fight where you can deliver the knockout punch. You know, you can decide the ball game whether you're Hobart or Mangum. Wow.
It seems like both of these teams have been on the canvas already tonight, but they get back up and fight some more.
All right, your game reset now. 2:18 left. Mangum on top by 1, 34-33. 1 timeout for the Bearcats, 2 timeouts for Mangum. Ball going to be kicked away by Leighton. Ketchum high end over end catch. Kick by Mark Hollister, caught at the 20. He's got the 25-30. Still on his feet across the 35. Breaks it to the outside. He's got the 40, 45, 50. Across the midfield stripe. Hollister down the far sideline. Being chased. They're not going to catch him. Hollister, touchdown. No flags. And just like that, it's a 39-34 ball game. Oh, baby. How good is this?
It doesn't get any better, Michael. This is a Friday night classic right here.
I told you all week long, and people thought, yeah, he's just saying that crap. This is as good as it gets, 39-34. And I say that because that's not the death knell there if you're a Mangum Tiger fan. There's 2:03 left in the ball game. You got 2 timeouts left. But how about Marcus Hollister returning the kick? And again, Sam Powers, there has been a struggle on the kicking game for Mangum. He goes with Ketchum, tries to kick it deep. And Hollister races down the far sideline for the score.
And Ketchum, unfortunately, kicked that one so well that, you talk about out-kicking
your coverage.
That is just what happened.
You're exactly right. So the 2-point conversion now. Cole Moore underneath center. Set a man in motion. That's Lyons. He'll hand it off. Nope, going to roll out. Wants to throw the football. Got a man wide open. And the pass is caught for the 2-point conversion on the far sideline by Caden Shoffley. So what that does, that puts the onus on Mangum. They have to score the touchdown and at least kick an extra point. 2:03 remaining. Oh, we got a ton of football left. 41 for Hobart, 34 for Mangum. We are Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
Well, you've heard the phrase backyard brawl. That's what we've got going on tonight at Bearcat Stadium. These kids know one another. They've known one another since a very early age, and they are just flat out getting after it tonight.
It's just one haymaker after
it
another,
is.
Michael.
I mean, and I give credit to both sides. Neither side will back down. There are some kids and some teams that would have said, okay, I've had enough, throw the towel in. That hadn't happened here tonight. And like I say, there is a ton of time left. We have seen that already tonight. 2:03 remaining, 2 timeouts left on the board for Mangum, 1 timeout left on the board for Hobart. They're up by 7, and it's critical right now. 2:03 left. Set to kick the football away now will be Matthew Molina. So they'll go with somebody different. Will Hobart. Molina kicks it high, end over end. Webb with it at the 27. Fisher goes far side, turns the corner at the 30, comes back to the near side, and is knocked down at the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Mangum from their own 31. Making the stop for this group from Hobart was Josh Branham. So we saw a trick play earlier in the ballgame for Hobart. They run the hook and ladder. They get a touchdown. If you're Sam Powers, do you go into the playbook right now and find some chicanery?
I don't think it's time to go there just yet. There's still a lot of time on the clock. You know the deep ball is good. You try that first, I think.
1st and 10. They'll split 3 wide receivers to the far side. Bailey here on the near side. Snap back. Laughlin with time. Throws across the middle. Pass is... we're waiting for a call. Did he make the catch? And apparently he did. Fisher Webb, what a great catch. Went behind him and got it. So the catch is made at the 46. They'll move the chain, stop the clock momentarily, 1:50 remaining. Oh, my goodness. One big play after another. These kids are amazing. 1st and 10 for the 46. Mangum with the ball. Laughlin throws out in the flat, caught by Webb. Fisher dancing, tries to get out of bounds. And does he get it done? Yes, he does. Webb out of bounds inside Hobart territory at the 41-yard line.
And Michael, I have to hate to be the bearer of bad news, but these boys are still leaving early. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again if they get stopped this momentum.
Well, they let the clock run a little bit there, and again that hometown clock helping out. 1:38 remaining. Laughlin hands it off to Bailey. Bernard looking for a block, not going to get it, and he's dragged down at the 42-yard line. Great tackle there by Garrett Dye. And a timeout going to be taken by the Tigers. 1:28 remaining. They trail 41-34. 2nd down and 11. When you and I come on back to Bearcat Stadium. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
All right, here's your game reset now. 1:28 remaining. Hobart on the front end of the score, 41-34. Mangum with the football, 2nd down and 11. Each team with a single timeout remaining. Trish Gray Finning says, go Bearcats, go. All right, here we go now. Second down, and call it a dozen. From the shotgun, Webb here on the near side. Now Fisher going to go in motion. Bailey in the backfield with Laughlin. Colton rolling. Got Webb wide open on the far side. Instead they go across the middle of the field, and the catch is made by Bryson Williams. Short of a first down. Bryson will have it third down at about 3. Boy, they had Webb on the wheel route on the other side. Nobody went with him. 70 seconds left of the ball game. Tick, 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 tick. The clock going. Third down, and a dozen. Obviously, 4-down territory here, down by 7. Laughlin with time, throws, pass, caught by Webb. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. 54.5 remaining. So Mangum a fresh set of downs. Being able to preserve that timeout, down 41-34. Laughlin quickly gets them to the line of scrimmage. They wind the clock. First and 10. Colton with the snap, looks near side, throws, corner of the end zone. Pass intended, and in and out of the hands of Bryson Williams. And one of the times that Bryson could not hold on to the football. Boy, there was bodies banging all over the place. Down in the corner of the end zone as well. It'll be second down and 10. Williams slow to get up for Hobart. Matthew Molina, and also hobbling back to the huddle is Mark Hollister. I don't know if you don't attack those guys one more time if they're that banged up.
I was thinking the same thing. Just do the same thing right again.
41.9 remaining. Second down and 10. Ball at the 28. Mangum trying to tie the ball game. They're down by 7. Bailey on the slot left side. 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Laughlin looks that way, gets pressure, throws, has Ketchum, pass too tall. It'll be third down and 10. Boy, he had Layton, but he got pressure, and that's why he couldn't deliver the kind of football he wanted to. Got some pressure late from the defense. Molina on the coverage, but again, Molina just does not look like he is well. And I'm going to go after him. Molina's come down hard a couple of times on his backside and jolted his lower back. You can tell that's where his pain is. 35. I know I sound terrible attacking a guy who's injured, but if you're out there playing, I'm gonna come after you. 35.8 left of the ball game. Third down and 10. Movement. Yeah, they got it that time.
Yep.
Doggone it.
Matter of time, Michael.
Yep. And Bryson Williams saying, who, me? And unfortunately, Bryson, yes, you. And again, Mangum has done that all night long. It really was not called much of the first half of play. Certainly it has been in the second half. So it's 3rd and 15, and I mean, that you hate to give up those 5 yards, but you've got to stick the ball in the end zone in the last 35 seconds.
That doesn't change things a whole lot here. If anything, it might change, open up a little bit on the back end, maybe on the opposite side. We'll see if they keep going to Williams or if they decide to go the other direction.
Williams here on the near side in the slot, Ketchum. Webb up top. Bailey in the backfield with Laughlin. Colton with time. Throws across the middle. Passes caught by Dalen Stacy, and Stacy will take it down to about the 11-yard line. They'll stop the clock with 27 seconds left of the ball game. Mangum, I think you clock it right now. 41-34. They trail by 7. 27 seconds left in the contest. They're not going to clock it. 1 timeout remaining. Colton from the shotgun. Looks at Ketchum, hikes the ball, comes near side. Still looking at Layton. Rolls out, throws, back across the middle of the field. Pass incomplete. It hit the crossbar in the end zone. Good sportsmanship there. Getting blasted as he threw the football was Colton Laughlin. Chad Norman put a hat on him. Norman helped Laughlin up off the ground. 2nd and 10, 14.3 remaining.
This is the kind of football game that gets these boys some lifetime respect, Michael.
I tell you what, this is as good as it gets right here. Whoever wins, this is as good as it gets. Shotgun formation, 14.3 remaining. Laughlin with time, throws, pass, caught by Stacy at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from there, and Mangum will use their final timeout. And boy, I tell you what, a lot of time came off the clock there, Justin.
You're right. 6.4 showing. That was a little different than that 2-second play we had earlier this quarter, wasn't it?
Well, they say it's still 3rd down. Boy, that looked like. Well, I guess it was. Apparently, it was goal to goal. They're going to put some more time on the clock. Yeah.
and he was right there on the goal line making that catch. What a great stop. I didn't get a number on the Bearcat on that defensive play, but a great stop to deny the end zone.
And again, the white hat is telling the clock operator, put more time on the clock. And I think they want 11 seconds, it looks like. So they have still not put the time on the clock. It shows 6.4, and I think the umpire now is telling Colt Allison, tell him upstairs we need more time on the clock. And again, it looks like he's putting up both fingers 1-1. And there we go. So 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
It's effectively about another play, isn't it?
Well, there are no timeouts left for the Tigers. Hobart has one. 3rd down and 1 yard. It's a goal-to-goal situation. Dalen Stacy coming in. Well, now he's not going to come in. Kind of like Tim Tebow used to do. They're going to put Laughlin underneath center. Quarterback sneak. He dives to the end zone. He slipped down. I don't think he got in. And they'll stop play with 7.3 remaining. And, boy, they keep starting the clock. They keep stopping the clock. Now they start the clock, and a penalty flag will fly. Boy, this has not been handled well by the officiating crew at the end.
Call on the field is motion. The game clock is at 0.
Well, the penalty was called before time expired, so Mangum will get a play. They'll mark it off back to the 6-yard line. And this is an untimed down, I believe. Now they're going to tell them to put more time on the clock. Let's see how much time they're going to tell them to put on the clock. Mangum changing out personnel. Wow. Timeout now going to be taken. They put 2 seconds on the clock, and a timeout going to be taken by Hobart. And again, I don't want to say anything negative about the officiating, but you hate when this sort of end takes away from the effort of the kids.
It's just frustrating. You can't quite get set, not sure what's coming, and then we're all looking to the stands and looking at the scoreboard, wondering what the call is going to be. And we'll stay right here and see how this turns out. But 2 seconds left on the clock. One more play for the Tigers.
Well, and it turns out to be a break for Mangum.
Absolutely,
that penalty. I mean,
the game clock had expired before that play happened.
Well,
so.
Even more than that, though, you get a chance. You get a free timeout because Hobart takes a timeout, so you get a chance. It's not harem scarum. You're not trying to come up with some hero play as the time is ticking off. You got 2 seconds. You're going to get a snap. You got a timeout to design the play in the huddle. I mean, wow. Here we go. Here's your ball game. This is good. 41-34. 2 seconds remaining. Mangum down to their final play of the contest. See if they can get a touchdown and an extra point to tie. Shotgun formation. Laughlin with the snap, looks left side, fires, fastball, caught, catch him, touchdown! 41-40, no time on the clock. Now, my friend, what do? You have struggled all year long kicking the football on extra points. Do you try to tie it, or do you go for the win and the 2-point conversion?
I would go for the win right here, Michael.
Oh, my
as
goodness.
Crazy as it's been, as long as this fourth quarter has been, let's go for the win right here. There's nothing to lose.
All right, they're going to go with Dalen Stacy in the backfield. Stacy, direct snap, looks, drives up the middle of the field, not going to get there, I don't think. They're pushing the pile, still pushing the pile. No signal from the officials, and this one is over, and Hobart will win it 41-40. Wow. Well, they say that sports is a game of inches. This certainly did turn out that way. Dalen Stacy coming up just short on the 2-point conversion, and this one will end. Hobart wins it. 41 for the Bearcats, 40 for the Mangum Tigers. This was about as good as it gets. 41-40, your final score. Hobart over Mangum tonight on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
41-40, your final score. Hobart wins it tonight over Mangum in one that went literally to the final play of the ball game.
To the final play, to the final inch. Almost tripping over the end zone for the two-point conversion was Stacy. But, man, what a football game, Michael.
Robin Reynolds Harris says, hold 'em cats, and indeed they did. Tiffany McGill, we thank you. David and Sarah Delahunty. Tiffany or Raymond Panetta, Jennifer Holford Warner. I'm not going to say what you said, Jennifer. Folks can read it there. And what an end to the ball game. 41-40. And again, I know that there is some bitterness on the part of the Mangum fans. It was a little slip shot at the end, but let's be honest. For all the things that went wrong, the play clock being messed up like it was at the end, and really Mangum got a break because of the penalty, got a chance for the timeout to take it by Hobart, so they get a chance to set a play. Coach Sam Powers runs a perfect play, and so it all kind of balanced out there. You can't blame it on the officials. You got what you wanted. You just couldn't put it in for the two-point conversion.
You said it exactly right. You got what you wanted. All 22 players on the field at the end of the football game, they didn't feel cheated. They felt like they played their hearts out.
Right.
And neither team has anything to be ashamed about tonight. What a great football game. Both of these towns should be very proud of their boys.
And without question, there were some calls that were missed at the end, and maybe the clock wasn't the way it was supposed to be. But again, I want you to remember it balanced out. You got that chance to go for the touchdown to get you within a point, and then you had to decide whether you're going to kick or run for two, and they came up about half a foot short.
You betcha. Unfortunately, the memory doesn't work that way, Michael. It's what have you done for me lately?
Well, and I realize that, but this is just a marvelous football game, and we've known kids on both sides for a long, long time. Obviously, our heart is with Mangum. I mean, that's where we have our bread and butter and hang around those kids. But again, a tip of the cap to Cole Allison and to the Hobart Bearcats. And this literally went down to the final play. It was the slugfest that we hoped it would be.
It was, and it did not disappoint.
41-40, your final score. So both teams now with one loss in the district. But again, keep in mind, Hobart still has to play Frederick down the road. You would think that those two teams will be in there fighting for the top spot inside the district standings. And Mangum has already beaten Frederick. So, if everything plays out like you think, Mangum still has a great chance of winning the district championship.
They do. This is not even close to over yet. A lot of football left to be played this season, and can't wait to see some more of it.
All right, week number 1 of our 3-week road swing in the books now. Next week we will be, and you know what? You love that site that's out there at midfield right now. Week number 1 of the 3-week road swing. Next week, it'll be a Thursday night affair. We'll be over at Hinton as the Comets will entertain the Mangum Tigers. Our pregame show will get underway at 6:45. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. Partner, great job tonight. We appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. Glad to be here. Glad I could make it happen. And hopefully the camera work was at least good enough to catch those last few plays.
And we appreciate Coach Pennypacker for bringing up the Dickey kids and being a part of our halftime as well. Appreciate you being out there and watching and listening to our broadcast. It is sports done the way it's supposed to be. Mangum loses tonight 41-40 to Hobart. You've been listening and watching on Classic Hits 97.7 at oksports.tv. Also on Classic Hits 97.7, the Facebook page. Join me Monday morning at 6 o'clock, Michael in the morning, alive in Studio B, 6 to 9, Classic Hits 97.7.